Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. It's time to calm things down. A lot of fear in the market, a lot of nonsense, a lot of noise, and we're all waiting. That's what today's show is about. Patience. Good morning to you all. This show is designed to support, help, give everyone a voice. Everybody has a voice. No one gets left behind. We answer all your questions. We bring you all the news. We aim to be the most trusted, most live, most honest, most real, most transparent channel in the world. That is my aim. That's what I work towards every day. You're looking at my real money. This is all of my real money. There's no cash on the sidelines. There's no secret bank account. I have £10 in my Lloyd's account in the UK. I have $10 in my Bank of America in the US. That is it. Everything else is here on view. My real name, my real money, my real stuff. I've got, as you can see, $394,000 in my individual account and just under $40,000 in my Roth IRA. In total, just under $440,000. I started with just $5,000 and I was earning no money at all on YouTube for the first 18 months. So everything you see here is real, honest, live, genuine, transparent, and is here to help and to support, not to sell you training programs. In fact, I pay Sensei to deliver my training programs, which I then give to you for free. It's not free, it costs me money. I'm here to help and support. And right now, we've got huge amounts of uncertainty going into tomorrow's event, the big event, the FOMC report. Like Alan Rickman said in Die Hard, you ask for a miracle, I give you not the FBI, but I give you the FOMC. That's tomorrow. The question is, are you prepared? Are you prepared for XRP to dump? It can happen. We're waiting imminently for the numbers, for the news on the SEC case. Are we going to see the market surge? Well, I'm prepared for them to go down. I buy more. If they go up, I do nothing. In fact, I hope they go down because I buy more of what I want. Are the charts about to explode? Trade wars, EU, all over the place yesterday, literally all over the place. Donald Trump dropped the UK deal all over the floor, literally, and the Prime Minister Starmer had to pick it up. Are you in fear? Are you ready for a crash? Are you ready for your stocks to go down? We've just seen how Enphase Energy has gone through the floor. However, let's be calm. I'm not predicting a crash. I'm not predicting blood on the streets. I am expecting the Fed to turn on the money printer. This morning, retail sales are down. More indication of a rate cut. The economy is slowing. It needs a stimulus. Has the music stopped? It has for now. We got some news for you today. We're going to cover all of this on the show, and Sensei can cut in at any point, call in at any point. I'm going to leave the phone line open for Sensei. If we get news on XRP, we'll bring it to you live. But these are the big stories of the day. World War III, tensions increase in the Middle East. On the day of a carry trade, Japan, Bank of Japan, we've talked about that before on the show. Donald Trump, President of the United States, leaves the G7 meeting, storms out to go back to the Situation Room for talks on escalation in the Middle East. Real concerns of World War III. I don't expect World War III at all. There's no reason for it. I don't believe it'll happen. I've never thought it would actually happen. The world is very different than it was with World War I and World War II. And if anybody wants more clarification on the history of that, I'm very happy to share it. But Donald Trump left the meeting as tensions rise. And as always, our thoughts mainly go out to Sensei, because Sensei has a large family in Tehran, in Iran, which is one city in Iran. And Israel have really raised the ante on attacking Tehran. So our thoughts and concerns go towards Sensei. So that is creating tension. That's why the market's down. But the reason why the market isn't really falling through the floor, and this is the S&P 500, this is my money, hardly down at all, is we've already had the reaction to the war. Nothing has really changed. We anticipated a backward and forward situation, and we've got it. The reason why the markets aren't up or down is because nothing is new, but we are waiting for the FOMC report, and I've got all the news on that. I'm going to bring that to you in a moment. That's tomorrow. Bitcoin, crypto, however, has a story. A lot of uncertainty there, but I've got some good news on Bitcoin and the general crypto economy, talking about the short interest. I will share that with you on today's show as well. The Fed, the FOMC, that is the only story in town right now, and that is live tomorrow. We'll be covering it. Of course we will. The link to the event is in the chat right now. It's going to possibly be it might be a members only day because it could be so busy, and I want to provide a support to everyone. Here is the FOMC report tomorrow. If you go there and like it and share it, you'll be able to watch. I'll see who's there, and we'll decide how many members we have and how many we don't, and see whether it's going to be members only or not. So if you want it to be open to general subscribers, I would suggest everyone go there now and leave a comment, a like, and a share. If we get lots of, because nearly all our live viewers now are members, 98%. But if I get lots of subscribers, non-members, I will make it general public tomorrow for the subscribers. So let's go and do that right now. Tap on the link I've just given you in the chat. This is live FOMC report tomorrow. So I want to see if we get lots of subscribers, non-members in the chat. If we do get lots of interest from our subscribers early now, I will open it to the public. So it's up to you. There is the live chat. Let me just change it to live chat. There we go. Tuppy is not a member. Tuppy would like to see it tomorrow. Okay, if we get lots of subscribers, non-members, I will open it up to general public. But if it's nearly all members, then I will make it members only, because that way I can answer all the questions. So there you go. When you get there, make sure that you tap the like button so we share this out. We want to have the #1 FOMC report tomorrow. Click the bell. Obviously, you've already subscribed to the channel. You wouldn't be here otherwise. So there you go. We've got 2 members. So if I see a good portion of non-members, oh, there we go. Donald DeBoyko is also a non-member. If I see a good portion of non-members, just general subscribers, I will open it to the public. But if it's like nearly all members, then I will go members only, because that way I can answer all questions and it's not too busy. Remember, for me, it's always about not having the biggest stream and earning the most money. It's about providing the best service. So make sure that you do comment in there so I can see, and tap the like and ring the bell for tomorrow. Okay. So also the EU deal. Well, yesterday we saw Donald Trump displaying one of his big signed documents. He held it up, and the British United Kingdom deal literally fell on the floor. And I think it was a bit bad on Sky News reporting, because it did look like Trump had dropped the deal. He had dropped the deal, but it was a play on words. I thought he dropped the deal. He physically dropped the deal, didn't actually drop the deal. Does that make sense? Okay. I was thinking, what? Is he now rode back? I mean, let's be honest, this happens a lot now. So I would have been surprised by that. I mean, if he'd done that, there'd have been no credibility left if he'd literally said the deal's done and then it was thrown out. I mean, it wouldn't make any sense. But for a moment, I thought that was the case. Anyway, let's get onto it. I will come back and keep checking, and if we do have a good portion of general public, general subscribers, I will cover it for you. We do have a few now coming in. Yeah, yes, we do. So there you go. I am seeing. I just want to be able to answer everyone's questions. If you ever wonder why I do all these members-only events, it's so I can answer all questions. So talking of which, before I bring you the news, if I could ask everyone to tap the like button, please. Once we get 100, YouTube will share this out. So please tap the like button and consider subscribing. That would be great. Let me see who's here. Let me answer all questions first of all. So, RB, present and correct. RB, I've not forgotten your question in Discord. I will come to you as soon as possible. Sensei sent me. I love it. Good morning, everyone. Hello, everyone. Of course, we went later today because we wasn't late, but I was giving Sensei more time because I wanted Sensei to be able to cover the event for XRP. We're on standby for that. We're watching that. Hit the like button, do it now. We would love to see a rate cut halfway into the year. So we are running a poll. Now this is more accurate than a Fibonacci. This is what we call the Lucas Archie. This is our poll on our community page. I just opened it now. Here we go. So I'm giving you the link for the very first time. Live poll. Let's go and see in the first few seconds. The question I'm asking you is this. Fed rate decision live. Japan carry trade. We're talking about that today as well. Will we get a rate cut? What a day. Pause, hike, 0.25 cut or 0.5 cut. It's been out like a minute. I'm just going to refresh it in 3, 2, 1. This will rank on Google. So let's see how popular this is. Wow, 124 votes straight away. Straight out of the gate. 8% of you think there's going to be a rate hike. Zero chance of that. That's reflected in the fact that 8% of you have said it. So I'm okay with that. All right. 0.25% cut, 33%. 0.5, 19%. And a pause is 40. So the majority so far is a pause. That's, I think, the general consensus. However, I am in this camp now. I've always been in this camp, haven't I? I've always been in rate cut in June. I've always been there. Always, always, always for nearly 18 months. I've been in a rate cut would come in June. 2 rate cuts. This is what I'm saying here. 0.25 cut, 33%. So it's between a cut of 0.25 and a pause, I would say. So we'll carry on watching this throughout the morning and see how it transpires. So let's carry on with the questions and then let's get to the news. Kent Paranormal, you're happy with Mobox, right? This is no surprise that Mobox is up because they're live on the show. The CEO is live on the show. No surprise whatsoever that everyone's buying Mobox because the CEO's live on the show. It happens every single time. It's why I gave you a header schedule, why I gave it to the members first, so you all knew that Mobox was coming on the show, and it's no surprise to see Mobox going up. Is anyone at all surprised by that? You shouldn't be surprised by that. It was absolutely guaranteed because it does it every single time. So there you go. Mobox is up now 21% this week. As you can see, the announcement of the CEO coming on the show, up went the stock. That really wasn't a surprise to anybody, was it? Anyway, there you go. We are waiting for more details, of which I'm just going to correspond live on the show to Mobox. Let me do that now. Okay. From the moment I mentioned the CEO on the show, the stock has been moving. My viewers. Viewers need an update. As you know, I put you before anyone. Before anyone. As you can see, from the moment I mentioned the CEO on the show, the stock has been moving. My viewers need an update ASAP. Thank you. My priorities will always be to you guys above anything else. Okay? I'm here for my members, not here to promote and pump and dump assets whatsoever. Right. You can benefit from it, of course, but that's not what I do. Okay. So, good morning, William. Martin Lucas sent me. Did I? That's clever. Hi, James. Hi, all. Brian. Let's hope some good news today. Good morning. We're on standby for XRP. We'll keep an eye on that. Sensei will chime in whenever he gets some information as well. Brian, good morning to you. Good morning, Motto. Sandra, good morning. Steve Wally, good morning to you. Josh Monroe, good morning. Grand Rising, everyone. Absolute Zero, good morning to you. Good morning, Aubrey Edmonds. Something big. Why is XRP falling like a rock again? Well, is it a surprise? It shouldn't be a surprise to you. This is a speculative asset. Remember, real investors, and I mean real money, and I put myself in that class, actually, even though I've not got real money, are not focused on the daily action of XRP. I am investing in the institutions and the banks that use it. I like XRP Ripple more than most of you here, and I don't own the native coin. I own the banks, the institutions. I now own Coinbase. I've got $440,000 to say I own that. So the up and downs of the day is the field you're in. You are in the native coin. You are going to be susceptible to ups and downs, huge gains, huge losses. I prefer just to own the businesses that use it and they make money from using it, not what people want to pay for it on the day. So if you are buying the native coin, any crypto, expect huge volatility, ups and downs. If, like me, however, you are the tortoise versus the hare, I'm certainly the tortoise, and I have a projection and I want to get to $1 million live on the show, which I do from $5,000. I'm only buying the S&P and I will deliver that. And I know it's not popular, but the fact of the matter is I will probably make more overall once we get to the end of the decade than most of you here, because I am not trading and I buy with conviction when it goes down. And we bring you world exclusives, like we know when Mobox is going to go up. We know all these things. Trading is a way to amplify your gains, but it also amplifies your losses if you get it wrong. So if you are buying individual crypto, you are buying individual stocks, you are in and out like a blue ass fly, you have to, what comes with that is huge gains and huge losses. If you are like me and you are buying the S&P and that's it, and you're only buying when it's on macro dips, when it's undervalued, you always win. I mean, I've done 28 trades now and 28 wins. I don't lose. I always make money and I'm happy, but I don't have the gains that you guys get. You guys will get 20, 30% in a day. I'll make that in 2 years on the S&P. But the question is, what do you do with the money? Do you pay tax on it? Well, yes, you certainly do. Do you reinvest it? Do you win a second time? Do you buy on the way up? Do you buy on the way down? I don't know. Overall, though, I'm pretty confident that I will beat most people just by owning, but buying with conviction. And this year, I've outperformed Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway. I've outperformed the S&P 500, and I've outperformed Robin Hood's managed fund. You've seen my post on X, and I can show you again if you want clarification. But these are important things to understand. If you are a trader, you are a trader. If you are an investor, you're an investor. They are not the same, right? Okay. James is here. Good morning to James. Welcome to you. We bought a feed. No idea what that means. Been holding now for 4 years and can't wait another 4 years. Well, this is a game of waiting if you want the major results. Good morning, all. Japan keeps rates unchanged. Good, I guess. Yes, I'll be covering that news once I've gone through all your questions. $10 fiat million in crypto, our future generation. Good morning, DT. Crow, I'm having issues with the Discord. It says the chats are not compatible on mobile devices. Is this true? Is it just you? Yeah, it's just you. Crow, are you a member, a subscriber on Discord? If you give me your Discord username in the chat, I'll go and check your account. But if you can't chat or see anything, it's because you're not a subscriber. Many people join, and the channel, it's a private Discord server for Discord premium subscribers only. So just share with me your Discord username in the chat, and I will go and check it for you, because I don't know who you are. You've got different names in different places. So give that to me in the chat, and I'll go and check. Good morning, Henrik. Good morning to you. RB, good morning to you. Stephen Lewandowski's here. Gorilla Moon God. Good morning, Martyn. How are you? William, good morning. Hi, please. Any comment on Tether using gold? Tether using gold. No, that's not my field of expertise. That's Sensei. You have to ask him. He'll be back after me shortly with XRP update. I'm sure of that. Let me keep my eye on XRP, because I'm on standby with Sensei. Sensei's going to be giving me the update if we get any. Once I get through the questions, I will go back to the news. Top of the morning, Martyn, all the Lucasades. Thank you, Alfredo. Good morning, Donald De Boyko. Good morning to you. I can't believe you made yesterday's video members only over something petty. Well, it's not petty to the members, big smelly dumps. I mean, you've got a silly name, and it's not petty to us. We are investors. 98% of us are live viewers, are members. So obviously it's not worth $2 for you. Well, if exclusive world news directly from the CEO, COOs isn't worth $2 for you, then you shouldn't even be investing. I'm not going to try to make friends. I'm just going to tell you the truth. If $2 a month is too much to be able to get direct information directly from the companies you're investing in, you shouldn't be investing. I'm not being funny. We've made the membership prices so inexpensive, anyone can afford $2. And if you can't afford $2, how the hell do you invest? All right, so it's a bit silly. And anyway, whatever. Open it up, sir. Yeah, but the reason for members only, so I can answer questions. We're here to provide value of service. We're not here to be Meet Kevin with millions of subscribers and make money. We don't need to make money from the show. We make money from investing. Right? That's why I pay to give you free training programs. I'm here to help people. I'm not here to, how can I get more people to watch? How can I create nonsense? How can I get more ad revenue? I don't do that. We provide service. That's why I'm answering everyone's questions. Hello, Chori Real. Good morning, all. Simply become a member. Yeah, it's $2. I mean, you know. Yeah. DD Drama. Yeah. I mean, it tells you everything, doesn't it? If you call yourself, in fact, I'm not even going to repeat that. If you call yourself that username, and you think it's petty that it's $2, you're not an investor. You're a gambler sat on the toilet, literally, after your username, messing around. Well, we have platinum investors here who pay $500 a month for this information. We have whales who watch the show. We have multi-millionaires who watch the show. I have a billionaire who's a friend. You know, we're not here to lark around with idiots on the toilet. I mean, this is not what we do, right? There's plenty of shows going that'll cater to your nonsense. What's your prediction for the FOMC? 0.25. I know it's early and it's not popular, but I believe a 0.25 is ready because of, especially after what happened this morning. Okay. I'm going to, this person's annoying me now, so I'm going to hide this person. I don't need this silliness in the chat. Oh, we got a new member. Thank you.
Aubrey Edmonds has become a member.
Where's this big silly dumps person? Let me just hide them. We don't want that. Hide user on the channel. Members don't join in. Members don't pay to join my channel to listen to me talk to an idiot sat on the toilet. I mean, not be funny. I mean, that would be what sort of show would that be? All right, we're here to make money. So I've just hidden you, so your silliness has gone away now. I think that there'll be a rate cut in June. I think a rate cut too. I'm with you. Hi there, folks. Good morning to you. Chris Fulton, good morning. What about the Ripple case? Yeah, we're on standby. Sensei is researching. He's why he's taking a break. I let him carry on extra today. He's researching, and the moment we get it, he'll call into the show. I'll give Sensei the link. Copied. Let me give Sensei the link. I want another new member. Thank you.
Jay Chua has become a member.
Please call in with XRP updates. Okay. If you agree with me that this channel is to help people, it is to help us make money, provide valuable information. Say yes, that's what you want from the show. Or if you like all the controversy of me talking to idiots sat on the toilet and trolls, then tell me. But I'm pretty sure that we have support for being a responsible, credible, useful channel, not a silly ranting and raving with idiots sat on the toilet. I don't know. Let me know. I do know, but let me know your support in the chat. Good morning, everyone. What about the Ripple case? Yeah, we're on standby for that. FOMC report. Pause. No action at this time. Anyone can predict that at this point. No, they can't.
Zeus King has become a member.
Thank you. Another member. Thank you so much. What do you mean? Anyone can predict that at this point, LOL. I don't agree. Anyone can make any prediction. You're absolutely right. However, the numbers would dictate a rate cut now. We had retail sales this morning slump. Retail sales slipped this morning. Another new member. Thank you.
Nico76 has become a member.
I think Mr. What's-his-face toilet guy is thinking, well, why is everyone becoming a member? I don't get it. Well, they kind of get it, right? Martin, do you still believe XRP will go to $100? Yes, I can see a path to $100. Will you ever consider buying Zebec or XRP? No. Why do you think CEOs come to me? Why do you think we've got Mobox on the show this week, WidePoint on the show this week, Zebec want me to represent their company? Why do you think all these things are happening? I'm talking to Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, have him on the show. I have plans to have Elon Musk on the show. Why do you think they want to be on the show as opposed to going on Bloomberg and CNBC first for world exclusives? Because we are honest, we're real. I'm not here to pump and dump. Nobody wanted to go on Roaring Kitty's show, did they? Flipping crazy lunatic like that. They want to come here because they want to be able to talk to the investors. We have the ear of the community. We rank #1 for most stocks that we cover. We give reliable information. We give useful information. We have our own newsletter that Sensei does. Another new member. Flipping heck.
Antes has become a member.
Thank you so much indeed. The memberships are going through the roof this morning. So at the end of the day, there's a reason why, listen, folks, I'll make it really, really clear. I know this is hard for people to believe because we live in a world of skepticism, mistrust, lying, deceit, wars, terrible stuff going on. Let me be absolutely honest with you. Completely honest with you. Please listen. I'm 56 years of age. This is my real money, my real trades, my real journey with you. Live on the show all day, every day for 4 years. You know everything I've done and said and spoke about for 4 years live. Nothing is kept to the side. I've been doing the same job since I was 4 years of age. So what, 52 years. From the age of 4, I was playing the piano, entertaining. I've been entertaining the world all my life. I've had my own Vegas show. I'm the world piano man. I've toured the world. I've done the same thing. I've not gone from one job to another. That didn't work out, so I'll try something else. I've had the same job. Entertaining, dealing with the public, building communities, whether it's music, just music, or music related in investing. The same thing my entire life, and I've been successful my entire life. I am not here to get famous on YouTube. I've had real fame where people have traveled across the world to see me play in concert halls, theatres, my Vegas show, my London shows. I don't regard being on YouTube as famous. It's not famous. I appreciate it and I'm humbled by you being here, but this is not real fame. Real fame is when people travel across the world to buy a ticket to see you, not watch you for free, sat on the toilet. As much as many of you live here every day with me, and I appreciate it, and it's my entire life now, it's not the same. This is personal. When I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to millions of people. I'm talking to you individually. I know there's a person down that camera lens and I care about you and I care that you get the right information because I can't go to bed at night and Leah say to me, what did you say to people? That's not true. That's not helping anybody. And my wife says the opposite. I ask her, did I help people today? Did I provide information today? Did I provide support, friendship, community? Did everybody get their question answered? Did everybody get a response from me? Did everybody feel important today? And did they get useful information? And if she says yeah, and I ask her every day, then I continue. That's why I'm here. I don't need you to become a member for my existence. I don't need you to become a subscriber for my existence. I'm perfectly happy. I make money by investing. This is my money, and all I buy is the S&P, and I've gone from 5 grand to 440,000. So I'm not here to sell you stories. And if I bought XRP or Zebic, and trust me, I could buy $500,000 of it today. If I did that, I would become a pump and dump YouTube channel with no credibility. So I'm not going to do it. And if I do that, CEOs won't want to be on my show. You won't. Maybe you would watch me because people like the drama, but it's not useful, is it?
Just Fluffy, Eddie P, has become a member.
Eddie P has just upgraded to a sponsor level. So Fluffy P, Eddie P, would you, do you have a YouTube channel you'd like me to put on the homepage of the channel? Because you just upgraded to sponsor. So if you are a YouTuber, would you like me to put you on the homepage of the channel as Jarl has just upgraded to silver?
Jarl Agrotovic has become a member.
So there's no, there's a reason why these companies want me to represent them, because they don't get this quality of service from anyone else. So I focus on you. And if I, and I want to be clear about this, if I get information from the companies that want to be on my show, whether it's Zebic, Bitcoin, crypto, any company I talk about, if their information and their story is bad, I don't like it, I will tell you. I will tell you, and even if I lose the relationship with that company, because my priority is to you. My responsibility, even though it's only self-imposed, is to you. If Zebic give me information and I don't like it, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to share it. Right? I am free to do what I want because no one pays me to sponsor anything. In fact, every day I get offers of my biggest one was $30,000. Would I promote a crypto project? $30,000. Now, Meet Kevin took it. Graham Stepan took it. All the big YouTubers took it. I won't take it. I don't need the money. I say I don't need the money. All the money I've got is what you see. But I just don't need any more money. I'm happy with what I have. I'm a man who just came from nothing. So I feel like I'm a multi-millionaire. I don't go anywhere. I don't do anything. I'm happy with what I've got. My nice little life. I'm happy with it. I haven't got a car. I don't want a car. I don't want fancy holidays. I don't want stuff. I don't want to be Meet Kevin with a plane. I don't want to fly around in a plane. I just want to be able to do this. So whatever. In fact, I'd feel uncomfortable with millions of dollars because what do I do with that? What responsibility is that? I spoke to Sensei yesterday. He says, what are you going to do? The channel's growing and growing. You're going to have million subscribers and you're going to earn millions. I say, I don't know. I don't want it. I want a big channel because I want to be able to talk to more people and help more people. But I don't want millions. What do you do with it? I mean, that's a huge responsibility, isn't it? $100 million. I mean, how scary is that? Who wants that? Maybe you do. I don't know. Anyway, So let's carry on. Let's get through these questions. They need to cut, but they won't. No, yeah, I mean, most people think they won't cut. Once I get through the questions, I will get to the news. How can I talk about my business on your show? Hector, you can call in. Let me just get rid of this a minute. Remove this. If you are a member, you can call in. Live video phone in. Okay. There you go. If you are a member of this show and a member only, you can call into the show. You have to be a member and you have to give me your name before you call in because thousands watching, we won't know who's calling in. So I only go and look at the software to pick up the call if you tell me you're calling in and what your name is that you are calling in by so I can see you're a member. Don't just call in because you'll sit in the dark room. There's no, you won't see or anything. I won't pick it up. I won't even know you're there. All right. So if you want to discuss your business, if you want to promote your business, you need to be a sponsor member, by the way. You can't just promote your business if you're not. I mean, that's for sponsor members, $99. Good morning, Martin Lucasade. The market is closed on Thursday. Yes, it is. It's closed on Thursday. You're absolutely right. The day after FOMC report. Extra important. Good morning, Namisha. Good morning. Did the Fed rate happen? It's happening tomorrow, live on the show. This is the event. Now, let me show you the event. This is the event for tomorrow. I want everybody to go there now. I'll give you the link because if we get lots of subscribers that are subscribers only wishing to watch, I'll make it open to general subscribers. But if it's 99% members, it'll be members only because I want to be able to answer questions like I am now. I'm not interested in having 1 million people watching, making loads of money and not being able to provide a service. It's pointless. All right. So there's the link. If you go there now, leave a like, click the bell, leave me a comment and I'll see. And I'm looking to see how many non-members we have. We have a couple, but not many. You see that? We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Well, I'll keep watching that. Martin, what about the Ripple case? We are watching Ripple case. I've got Sensei waiting to call in. As soon as Sensei has news, he will call into the show. I will update you live on the show. You won't miss anything. All right, we are paying close attention to XRP Ripple. When I get through these final comments, I'm going to get to the news. I'm just trying to get through it. It says the chats are not compatible with mobile. Yes, they are compatible with mobile devices. Give me your Discord username and I'll search for you. Good morning, Alex. Trump definitely did on purpose. This shows how he really disrespecting everyone, including close allies. I don't know if he dropped the paper on purpose. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I don't know. I honestly don't know the answer to that. God bless Jerry and Elber from Stephen. Yes. Good morning, everyone. Minuteman, I'm the Republic. I'm not selling a sausage. It's CB selling against you. It's Coinbase selling against you. Not sure. I know what you mean. No one's selling against me. God bless Jerry and Elber. What about the Ripple case? We are watching it. Morning. Good morning to you. Morning, Fluffy. It's delayed up to August 15th with outcome. We don't have that information at all. That's not, if we had that, we'd tell you. Silver over $37. Jerry, now have a lovely day. Martin, do you see XRP going to 100? And will you buy Zebek? I've already answered that, and I've given you the reasons why. Good morning, Martin and fellow investors. My Discord name is Crow265. Okay, let me go and help a member a moment. Please just allow me to help a member for a second. Remember, I would help you the same. Zaka the same. So let me have a look. Just let me do this a moment. Crow, what did you say your name was? 265. There's the reason you're not a member. That's the reason. You're not a Discord. This is you. This is why you can't see anything. You are not a member. This is what I mean. I tell people every day, you have joined and I've said it's not open to non-subscribers, and you've joined anyway. You see that? You can't see anything. So I will, for the benefit of everybody, I will tell you this again. Here is the Discord link. That's why you can't see anything. You are There's the Discord link in the chat. Let me explain how this works. All right. Okay. We have just released, just last night, our latest video training episode. I pay Sensei to make you training videos so you can learn how he reads charts and how he's successful. You don't have to pay for our training course. Everybody else sells it. We give it to you for free. It's not free. I pay for it. So if you want the training course, it's now provided for free in our Discord service. Our Discord service isn't free, however. It's $2.99. We could charge 50 times that because it includes a free training course, but we don't because we want everyone to be able to afford it. And the reason why it's just not free is because we'd have millions of people on it and I wouldn't be able to provide the level of service. It would just be chaos. It would be the OK Corral. So I don't. I've got a scammer just come in. There we go. Ban you. So we don't. So when you click on the link that I've just given you, what you will see is this. And I do repeat this on every single show. And I also say that no one ever listens. So here we go again. This is the link you come to, and it says here, premium subscribers only. Premium subscribers only. Do not click on the join server. If you join, we have to have that link. It's how Discord works. But if you join for free, all you see is the welcome page saying you can't see anything, essentially. If you want the Discord premium service, you purchase it for $2.99. That's how it works. You don't have to have it. If you want it, you can have it. It's $2.99. Once you get in there, you will see our training videos. You'll see everything that we give. The training videos are just added. You're not paying for this. We're giving you for free. When you join, you will see all these premium services. And you can send me a friend request and I will accept it. People don't listen to that. They send me friend requests every day and I just ignore them. I can't talk to everybody. I'm only one person, right? So when you join the Discord premium service, you will see all these channels. We have stock news, crypto news, Ask the Family, suggestions, the breakfast bar every morning, general chit chat, premium Lucasades. This is the premium channel here. And we have our, all these channels are premium. Every single one is premium now, right? Then we have our training videos. Look at this. We've just released Series 1, Part 4. There's a whole series of videos now which you can follow, you can watch to learn how to trade. Now, we don't just give you training videos for free. We give you one-on-one support for free. You'll see below the latest one, so Series 1, Part 4. There's the video, but you also have Sensei answering your questions. There you go. Let me just give some love to that. So Sensei will answer your questions. If you didn't understand it, he provides a one-on-one service to help you get more out of it. There's the latest video. I'll just share that with you so you know. Sensei does a great job here providing full training videos so you can learn how to trade reading charts. And now it's time to get straight on with the video. Thank you, Sensei.
Hello and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. Welcome to episode 4 of Series 1, Foundations of Technical Analysis. Today we are looking at support and resistance.
There you go. Now, we could put these on YouTube and get ad revenue and earn loads of money from these, but we don't. We give this to you for free in Discord as a training course. So that's the reason why you can't see anything. So going back to you, Crow, you can't see anything because you are not a Discord premium member. Okay, I hope that explains it. Do you think it will dump more going into tomorrow's Fed? Yes, everything today is going to be Oh, by the way, the Discord server is limited. When it gets too busy, I will stop allowing new members to join. We'll turn it off. It'll always exist for the original members, but we'll turn it off. The reason for this is me and Sensei can't answer every question. So we're not going to allow it to be open for everyone. Continue this because once it gets too busy, we're going to stop. And look at this. What did I just say about people keep joining? I don't know what it is. In the last couple of minutes, there we go. Few more members just joined. clicking the free button. No one listens. I don't know what to say. I try my best to provide the service. This is why I provide a limited service, why I don't want the biggest service in the world, because I want the best service in the world. And that's what we do here. Do things differently.
Abel M has become a member.
Thank you, Abel M. I am in Apple now, 846 shares, probably a long play this time. I agree with you. Well, I wouldn't even trade it. I'd hold it forever. Aubrey Edmonds, new member. Jay Chua just became a member. Hi, Martyn. Greetings from Germany, Poland. Tell me what your native language is, and I'll speak to you. Ich kann nicht sprechen die Deutsch sehr gut. Is it German or Polish? Let me know. Does Sensei still think 500 will be down today? The S&P 500 will be down today. I would imagine the S&P 500 will just go sideways, Alex, until we go to the FOMC report. We are on standby for Sensei to call in for the FOMC report. Ripple case delayed until August. I don't have that information. Sensei will verify that with me when it's available. I don't have that to confirm that. XRP will not close today, says Biker Dudes. Well, again, I'm going from Sensei's verified news, not hearsay in the chat. All right. We're going to make sure that we get the right information. Just became a member. Thank you so much. And our friend from Germany and Poland. Yes, Lionel Rivers. I'm not sure what Lionel Rivers means. You're just going yes. Yes to what? Yes to what? Let's have a look. Let me make sure I haven't missed anything. I want to make sure I haven't missed anything. No, I don't think I have. Yes, this show has been great for my investing ability. Oh, keep it up. Oh, yes. I asked a question, didn't I, about this is what you want, right? Thank you. Your show is just fine the way it is. Yes, thank you. Yes. Stay on track, please. Yes. Okay, great. Thank you. I didn't realize what it was at first, but now I've remembered. Good morning, everyone. Best show. Just become a member. Nico76. Apple misspelled. I understand that. I do it all the time. Yes, it's a waste of everyone's time. Of course. I love your lives. But what is his name? Big bloody. Yeah. What a joke. Yeah, I know. Yes, keep the trolls out. Yeah. Morning, guys. Signed up yesterday for Discord. Subscribe to YouTube. Thank you very much indeed, NFT. I don't know who you are on Discord, of course, because everyone has different names. But if you are just joining Discord, remember, you'll get bombarded by fake accounts. Do not click on them. Do not accept friend requests. Send me a friend request and I will accept it. My Discord name on Discord is obviously what you'd expect it to be. It's Martyn Lucas, spelt correctly. Surprise. But everybody else spells it wrong. And I don't mean the display name. I mean the username. Anyone could steal my display name. A small rate cut is possible. I think so. The Mad Crypto Club. I think so. Ant S just became a member. Good morning, Martyn. Good for you. Flush that guy. You don't need the nonsense. That's right. In fact, most of them come from the same account. Just saying, by the way. Which is a better exchange, Webull, Robinhood, and why? Which is a better exchange? Oh, Robinhood. Oh, by the way, Zebic is now on Robinhood in the crypto wallet. I've got the Robinhood crypto wallet. I don't mean Robinhood brokerage. I mean Robinhood crypto wallet. It's a separate app. If you don't know what I mean, there's Robinhood USA. If you click on that, you get free shares, and I will get free shares, and I will share with you what I get on the show live. There's Robinhood UK, so don't miss out if you are from the UK. When is the Fed rate decision? It is tomorrow. This time tomorrow, we will cover it live. Here is the event live on the show. Let me give it to you. It might be a members-only event only because we have so many members now. So here is the event for tomorrow. If we get lots of general subscribers in the chat, non-members, I will display it to everybody. But so far, it looks like we've just got everybody is a member coming in. So that way we don't have trolls, bots, scammers. We can answer questions and we can actually provide useful information. Let's be honest, Martyn, you are crazy lunatic too. So crazy that we are all now crazy lunatics about investing. Boom. Good. Stacey said I'm crazy too, probably. In fact, you'd have to be crazy to put up with this nonsense, wouldn't you? Smash the like, Craig Bowie. Good morning to you. Craig Bow, sorry. Good morning, Stacey. XRP to the moon, Martin. Standing on the moon. We prefer that one. Yes, indeed. That's our very own Uncle Martin. Weren't you an electrical engineer at one point? Oh, God, here we go again. Yes, I'm an electronics engineer, not an electric engineer. Electronics engineer. Yes, I've got a HND, Higher National Diploma in Electronics. And at some point, I will play you my Stars in the Rise appearance at ITV in the UK. And at the beginning, when I was very young, about 30 years ago, I was in one of my venues and Stars in the Rise said, you can't be a professional entertainer. You have to be a job. So because I have a HND in electronics, I actually was repairing a light, one of my own stage lights that I used for the show, which is obvious. If you looked at the light, you could see it was a disco light, whatever, like I am in here. And I was setting up for the gig that night. And I had to say I was an electrician or something like that, but they gave me a job. But yeah, I do have a HND in electronics, but I've been an entertainer since the day I left school at 16. It's been my job as an entertainer all my life. Anyway, Martin, you have a realist YouTube channel and you can take on the bank. Let's go, Lucas Army. Thank you, Patrick G. That's very kind of you. Just Fluffy, upgrade to membership. So I'm waiting to hear from you. Do you want to go on the homepage as a sponsor? You are a sponsor member now. Hello. Yarvik just upgraded. Yes, I'm waiting to hear from you. Do you want me to upgrade you? Because you could go on the homepage as a silver member. You good, Jarl. You good. I'm not sure what that means. Does Leah tell you no, it was rubbish. Yeah, but yes. Yeah, she does. Serious question. Yes, she does. Yeah. Leah thinks a lot of the shows are rubbish. She doesn't like she doesn't like all the crypto stuff. She doesn't like the trolls. Yeah. She a lot of stuff I talk about, she says, you did a good job, but I just wouldn't talk about that. I wouldn't even be involved in that. Crypto, why are you talking about that? Why don't you just buy the S&P? Well, I say I do, Leah. Well, why don't you just talk about that? I say, well, because if I just was talking about the S&P, no one would watch. It would be like, no one would care. So anyway, when you are good at something, don't give it for free. I don't. You don't. You just want to be a sponsor. Wow. Folks, look at this. There's a guy here, Just Fluffy, Eddie P, has become a sponsor just to support the show. Isn't that incredible? $99 a month. He just wants to support the show at the highest level, the second highest level, I should say. Isn't that incredible? And I asked him, does he want to promote a business or anything? He went, no, it's okay, mate. Wow. Thank you so much. All the money that I get from sponsorship, membership, but membership is how I can do the live streams. Because if I'm live all day, you don't earn money like you do with videos. But we think it's more important to be live and talk to people than just make silly videos. Nothing against Graham Stepan making a video once a week and getting 2 million viewers. Nothing wrong with that. Makes him loads of money. However, I prefer talking to my audience live, being here, accountable. It's not about selling videos for me. It's about providing a job, a service. I just support the show. Wow. Eddie P, your support is amazing because one sponsorship level is the same as $3? 30. Oh my God. That's 30. Yeah, that's 30 bronze members. So that's amazing. That's like 30 members. Respect for Martin. Thank you. Very welcome. You help those who need help. Yeah. Martin, you're a top guy and we all love you for your honest and all your good. Thank you so much indeed, Brian. That's what abundance is given for. Easily bless others if you are blessed. Yeah. Yes, America. Yes, Amina. That's what I expect from the Lucasades. I like the fact you expect it. This is what I want. I want you to expect it. Martin's a top guy who has our best interests. Yes, I do. And I can't wait to update you from Zebic. I know a lot of you going, what's happening with Zebic? I cannot wait to update you. I'm trying to get through all the comments and I'll do the news. Just saw the case has been pushed out until August. Sensei will update me, I'm sure. Coinbase filed for other tokenized stocks. Hello, Peace Master. I shared on Discord. Thank you very much indeed. Link for membership, please. Oh, you want me to become a member? There's the membership link. If you are on an iOS device, you will need to select a browser and a desktop version. If you are on an iPhone, it's because Apple tried to take commission out of YouTube, Google. That's why. Hello, sunshine. May everyone have a blessed day. Jin is sleeping. Fair enough. Thanks for sharing that. Don't know why you do that. God bless your cotton heart, Martin. We love you and appreciate you. How do I find the link to become a member? There is the membership link. I've put it twice now. Who's that there? Unbreakable Warrior. Is that you in the picture? That's a good picture. It's like a very atmospheric picture. Is that you? Or is that just some icon you grab from the YouTube? Anyway, is the $2.99 membership separate from Discord? Yes. They're not related. Discord is not part of YouTube at all. They are separate businesses. They're not connected anyway. Yeah, fabulous channel. Sensei, lessons are great. I mean, you're getting a full training course that we could charge $50, $100 a month for free. I don't know why everyone's not a member of the Discord. Just for that one thing. My native is Polish. Okay, here we go. I visited Poland several times, but my last visit was to Krakow and I went to Auschwitz. And what a place that is. Good morning to you, our special guest from Poland. I would like to welcome all guests today from Poland. We are live 12 hours a day. We aim to be the most live, honest channel in the world. We're here to help people. Your country is wonderful. I have visited it several times. My recent visit was to Krakow, where I visited Auschwitz. A very emotional experience. Thank you for being here and love to all from Poland.
Dzień dobry, nasz specjalny gościu z Polski. Chciałbym powitać wszystkich gości z Polski. Jesteśmy na żywo 12 godzin dziennie. Chcemy być najbardziej uczciwym kanałem na świecie. Jesteśmy tutaj, aby pomagać ludziom. Wasz kraj jest wspaniały. Byłem tam kilka razy. Moja ostatnia wizyta miała na celu odkrycie, gdzie byłem w Auschwitz. Bardzo emocjonalne przeżycie. Dziękuję za przybycie i pozdrowienia. Dla wszystkich z Polski.
There we go. That was to in Polish, Adam Preston. Okay, I'm going to update you on that news as well. We're nearly through all the comments. Hi, MSK. Yestin, welcome to you. MSK, hi, Patrick. Martin, just ignore the trolls. We love you regardless of what they say. Mobox. Yeah, you all know about Mobox. Why is it up? Well, you know why. Shake them off. They are hating on you because you're growing. It's all from the same account as well, which is silly, isn't it? FOMC today, I've been crazy. Electrical engineer here, Martin. You're an electrical engineer. So, Craig, shall we have a little go at it between electric engineers and electronic engineers? Do you want to call in? We can have a little argy-bargy. I like it. Need some pinned info to stop the same questions. Thank you, guys. We do. We have lots of videos, but unfortunately people just forget or don't listen. Thank you, guys. He says, I can't buy the Discord on my mobile phone. You can, depending on your phone. But if you can't, just select a browser. Just use a browser version of it on your phone. I'd imagine he's an audio engineer too. Yeah, but I'm only qualified as an electronics engineer to repair, build TVs, repair radios, stuff like that. Martin, the problem is I did do all that. I clicked the link, went through that again just now, and it says I'm already a member.
$Chloric and Sota Dollar has become a member.
Wow, thank you so much, Crow. You've upgraded to silver. Wow, thank you very much. You now get priority replies and stuff like that. So if you comment on any of my videos, you'll get replies if you are a member, and silver and gold get priority as I get too many members. You know how that works. So the problem is I did all that. I clicked the link. It went through that again just now, and it says I'm already a member. You're not a subscriber on Discord, Crow265. All right? You're not a subscriber on Crow265. Yeah, look. This is you. Let me show you. This is you. You have not purchased the subscription. That's why you're not in green. Okay? You're not. You're not. Unfortunately, you don't have a role. You have no role. You can't access anything. All right? And we're not friends. You've not sent me a friend request either, so I can't help you. You need to just click that button I showed you. I'll give it to you again. Click on the purchase and you'll be good. And then I can help you and support you, and you get the training videos and everything else. Yes, Leah. I got your picture on a mug. And Vaz's picture on a mug. We need to mug. Oh, did you buy that? Vaz has sold one of his mugs. He'll be so happy. He said to me yesterday, no one's bought one. Oh my God, I also graduated electronics, high school and university as well. Nice one. The Mad Crypto Club. That's nice to know. We can talk transistors and diodes and capacitors and resistance support. Not resistance is in charts, but resistance across a diode and a capacitor and all the rest of it. Top of the morning. Thank you. You're welcome. SPCE. Okay, I think I'm nearly through now. 299 measurements. Yes, they're separate from Discord. I've already said that. How can I get into Discord? How can I get into Discord? Okay, I've got to move on now from comments and questions. I might start limiting this to members only because it's become the main part of the show today, and we don't want that for our viewers. There's the Discord link. Okay, click on the Discord link, and when you go onto the Discord link, make sure that you click on this. Not join server. Do not join server. It says here, premium subscribers only. Click that. You have to do that, otherwise you want $2.99. Okay, you got to do that. All right. Okay. We got another new member. It's 212. Once it gets too busy, as I say, I'll turn it off. Recommend Sensei's course. Yeah, it's very helpful, isn't it? Especially when you get it for free. I mean, it's not free. I'm paying for it. I mean, I'm doing it to celebrate our 4th anniversary. That's why I did it. The best show on planet Earth. Anything else is on Civilized. I am not selling a sausage. Krako's a great place, but not so good like Gdansk. Ah, yes. Ouch. Oh, thank you. Mobox. Yeah, Mobox is going up. The CEO's live on the show. I've told everybody about it. There's the reason for Mobox going up, because the CEO's coming on the show with good news. It always happens. Look, you can see it. Look. Let me just see if Mobox have messaged me during I've been on talking to you. No, not yet. Okay, I'm just keeping my eye on that for that. Last couple of questions. I want to do the news. Uncle Martyn, when you welcome a guest in another language, next time, can you pretend to lip sync? Yeah, that'd be good. That would be funny. Okay. Oh my gosh. What's all this? I never stopped it.
Dzień dobry, nasz specjalny gościu z Polski. Chciałbym powitać wszystkich gości z Polski. Jesteśmy na żywo 12 godzin dziennie. Chcemy być najbardziej uczciwym kanałem na świecie. Jesteśmy tutaj, aby pomagać ludziom. Twój kraj jest cudowny. Odwiedziłem go kilka razy. Moja ostatnia wizyta miała na celu odkrycie, gdzie odwiedziłem Auschwitz. Bardzo emocjonalne przeżycie. Dziękuję za przybycie. Pozdrawiam wszystkich z Polski. Dzień doberman, nic specjalnego do negocjacji. Sporty Shelbyville, Texas. Ser pierwszy pocałunek Polski. No i zaczynamy, to było. Aby to wciągnąć po polsku.
All right. I think we got the idea. What do you think? Was that a good idea, or should we skip that? Discord is separate. Hell yeah. MSK, you can join him. I see what you're saying. It just won't let me go through all the steps, or maybe try from my computer later. Yeah, it's because you've got to verify your email and your phone number as well.
Paul D, Note Dad, has become a member.
I needed the laugh this morning. You got a laugh, right, fellas? All right, okay. Let me get rid of all that. Bloody hell. Right, news. No more comments and questions. What we're going to do now is we're going to move to members only, so I can limit the questions and make sure that we answer everybody. No one gets left behind. No one's ignored on this show. And let me do that now. So just bring that up. There's the event. Woo. Okay, the news. What you need to know. So let's go for all the news. Let me go members only so I can make sure we don't miss any comments if they come in with the questions. There we go, members only now. So several news items we want to cover on today's show. I'm waiting for my next meeting with Zebic. So, of course, we are watching Zebic. You'll see yesterday there was a big drop, or this morning, a big drop after we had that rally yesterday on the meeting with Zebic. Every time that happens, people pump my news and then they sell my news. Buy the news, sell the rumor, I guess. Buy the rumor, sell the news, except there's no rumors. What I do is I say what I do and I do what I say. However, people like to trade the news. That's fine. I wouldn't do that. I would buy and hold, but there you go. I do things differently, I guess. You're supposed to just mouth watermelon. Oh, is that right? Watermelon. Oh, yeah. Works quite well. Don't think it's going to work, though, is it? Right, okay. Let me bring all the news. So these are the things today we're talking about. So World War III, number one. I wouldn't be concerned about World War III, first of all, because when we had World War I and World War II, we were in a very different economic world. We are now very much in a global world. When Adolf Hitler started World War I and World War II, at least World War I wasn't Adolf Hitler, was it? But Germany. When world wars existed or happened the first time, they were, just like they were in the past, they were to try to create their own economies, their own worlds within the planet Earth, within the world. Now we all rely on each other. So you're not going to bomb your customers because you rely on your customers to provide you revenue to build the bombs. So the whole thing is pointless. Years ago, World War I and World War II, it was very different. The infrastructure was different. Now we're not likely, even though everybody wants to say we're having a World War III, we're not going to have a World War III. It makes no economic sense. And you might say, well, it doesn't really matter about the economic sense. Everyone just does stupid stuff. Well, they do, but they don't bomb their customers. I mean, they just don't, all right? So we'll have different type of problems, but we won't have world war. Now, it's also important to remember, what is a world war? When we were at war, World War I and World War II, most of the world would not have even known it was at a war, because most of the world wasn't in a war, even though it's called a world war. Most people would not have experienced a war. They would never seen a bomb. They'd never seen anyone get killed. They wouldn't have heard a bang or a pop or anything else. So that's the reality of it. Even though millions died, most people around the world have not lived through or experienced firsthand a war. They've gone about their daily business. They might have had rations and limits of what they can buy and services that could be provided, but most people weren't aware there was a war going on. So let's remind ourselves. So World War III isn't likely to happen. Now, G7, yesterday we had G7 and we had Donald Trump leave the negotiations on trade just as he dropped the UK's all over the floor, literally. And Prime Minister Starmer had to pick it all up. It was quite a funny scene, actually. but we've got trade deals being done, and the EU are now it looks like now the EU have accepted a 10% deal. It looks like that's going to happen. Now, the markets just want certainty. They don't care what the tariffs are. We just want to know what they are. Now, that sounds ridiculous, because what if they're bad deals? You got to understand, the economy is the economy. People's money in their pockets is one thing. The stock market is another. They're not related. They react off each other, but the stock market is 6 months to 12 months ahead of the economy. And it's not even related, even though it kind of works off each other. Because remember, the economy is how poor people are, how rich people are, what things cost, and so on and so forth. However, those with no money don't tend to invest in the stock market. Those that are struggling to pay their bills don't tend to invest in the stock market. Those who own the businesses, who make the money, tend to invest in the stock market. Now, you might all sit and go, yeah, well, I invest in the stock market and I'm a working man. Well, so am I. But the majority of the money is not from you and I, right? The real money comes from the institutions and so on and so forth. And they're not really bothered about the general economy. Yes, they want to understand it, but they're not generally too bothered. And if you don't believe me, when we had high inflation, Amazon and Microsoft and Google and Nvidia was booming. Why? Because it likes interest rates high, because it earns lots of money from its uninvested cash. It's cash piles. It makes money. And because they're all leading in the sector, they crush the competition. All the small businesses that start out, that want to borrow money, can't get off the ground. They can't compete. The margins from Amazon and Google and Microsoft and Nvidia are so high that other companies, including even Tesla, they're so high that other companies can't compete. They can't compete, so they end up going out of business. So high interest rates do not hurt real money, doesn't hurt real businesses. So if you're buying quality businesses, the S&P, 30% of the Mag 7, you're not going to fail. You can't fail long term. It's why my portfolio is still rising. If I look at the 1 year, you'll see I've made 27 grand. I've still outperformed the S&P. I've outperformed Berkshire Hathaway. I've outperformed Robinhood's managed funds. I'm outperforming everybody. Why? Because I bought with conviction when it went down there. Now, when I talk to my wife and say, how's the prices at the shops, she says it's still getting more expensive. Anyone says it's getting more expensive. No one says they can see rates coming down. Well, you won't see inflation coming down and rates coming down because things still get more expensive. So the man on the street who goes to the supermarket, who buys his fuel, keeps saying the prices are going up because inflation is always going to go up. We're trying to get a target of 2%. That's why you don't leave your money in the bank, because you'll lose money every single year. And if you go shopping, everything gets more expensive. It's the rate it goes up we're trying to bring down. So the economy is always a bloody disaster. Everybody always says it's too expensive. Everybody always says prices are getting higher. All of that is always and has been expensive, getting worse, problems, blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, though, every single war we've been through, and I gave you on Saturday and Sunday, I was live on my X account. If you've not followed me on X, here's Spaces. I gave 2 Spaces talks where I was giving you all the examples of wars, the Cuban Missile Crisis, World War I, World War II, the property crash of 2008, The Big Short. You may have seen that movie. All of these historic moments, the Great Depression. Every single time the market rebounded back. Now, when people say the market rebounds back, it's not because it's a flipping magic trick and it just always rebounds back. It rebounds back because we make it bounce back. People often go, well, it always bounces back. My parents said that, to just keep buying. Well, it does, but you don't buy because of that. You buy because you know why it bounces back. Because it doesn't just do it by itself, it does it by mechanics. And it only bounces back in the United States because the United States has an unparalleled luxury of having the global reserve currency, the dollar. China hate it. Other countries hate that. That is the one thing that gives the United States the edge over everyone. And as long as the United States hold the reserve currency, the dollar, they can prop it all up. They can print money and they can get out of it, even if the debt keeps going up, which is unsustainable, right? The path is unsustainable. If we have that, and again, it's not unsustainable now, but the path we're on is unsustainable. There's a difference between the two. Understand that. If we had the disunfortunate situation where other countries do not have the reserve currency, we are relying on the United States, we can't print our way out of it. We can't get our way out of it. It's why there are countries that are effectively bankrupt, right? Huge rates of inflation in Argentina, for example, hundreds of percent. If that happened in the United States, that would be it. It would be all out collapse. Stock market would be worth nothing. However, if the stock market went to zero, it's not going to happen. It can't happen. But imagine the stock market went down like 99%. Would Apple cease to exist? Would Google cease to exist? Nvidia, Coca-Cola, blah, blah, blah. No, because they still produce products and services that we need. We're still going to need them. Just because our money goes to zero and our everything goes to zero, we're still going to go, well, I want food, I want stuff, I want this, I want that, I want a new phone, I want electric, I want this, I want that. So there'll always be a way to provide it because those that provide it will, capitalism will always find a way to provide what we need because otherwise the universe, nothing would work. Humans would exist. It wouldn't exist. We have to have a system we can work with. So there's always going to be a system that will work. Yes, the rich get richer, the poor get poorer, but we're not going to, the world isn't going to come to an end. Now, trouble is, good news doesn't sell. Right? Most of what you see on YouTube or in the news will be doom and gloom. The world's going to come to an end. Third World War is going to break out. We're all going to lose our money. I wouldn't invest in the stock market. I'd buy gold, stick it under the bed. All of that sells stories. And because it sells stories, because people buy doom and gloom, it's more attractive. Doom and gloom is more attractive. I mean, more billionaires were created during wars, World War I and World War II, than at any time in history. People love to have a war. You make money during a war. You create the stock market to go down just to buy it back. All right? Wars make money. As sad as it is, people die, people get rich. It's ridiculous. It's how the world is, right? It's nonsense. So we're not going to have World War III. G7. Trump left the meeting and went to the situation room and basically said if Iran keep attacking Israel, all hell's going to break loose. He likes to use these big dramatic cowboys and scary statements. All hell will break loose and blah 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 blah. Right. The fact of the matter is, Iran now has no support from its proxies. It doesn't have the support of the wider Middle East. All right, Iran's kind of on its own. So that war's going to end. Bombs are going to go backwards and forwards. Stock market's going to sell off up and down like a yo-yo. And then when it gets sorted, those that bought the dip are going to benefit from it. But only if you've bought quality stocks. Make sure you buy quality assets, not speculative gambling assets. I mean, I wouldn't. So I know some of you will, most of you will, but I don't do that. I like to invest in real world assets that solve problems, that make money, essentially make money and have good balance sheets, right? That's the key. So the G7 was kind of like broken up. XRP news today. Well, I'm waiting for Sensei to give clarification. Sensei's talking about news coming in. You're talking about they've delayed it, but I want verification from Sensei and break that all down for me before I move on to that. Zebic, I'm waiting on my next interview with Zebic to update you further. Nothing to say at the moment. Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin is an interesting one before we come on to the Fed, because of uncertainty, more and more people will say, and I feel they're right, more and more people will move into Bitcoin. Not because Bitcoin solves a problem, it's just that it's there. It's there. And people go, well, I'm sick of what we've got. It looks like Bitcoin's doing well. It keeps going up. It holds above 100,000. I'm going to go there because everybody wants an answer. Everyone wants to know there's somewhere to go, something to join. And I think that people are going to flock towards Bitcoin in mass. And I think the self-revealing prophecy will be created. And I'll explain that actually in a way that I think you'll look at it differently, right? Anything in life can become successful if enough people believe in it, even if it's rubbish. Remember when Bitcoin was a few pence or a few cents or a few dollars and everybody went, that's really expensive. Then it was 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 50,000, now 100,000. Now at $100,000, it seems to stay up above 100,000 now. And people think 100,000 is kind of like a cheap buy-in zone. We've become immune. We've become content, and we're kind of asleep at the wheel. We're okay with it now being 100,000. We regard that as a good deal. All right. And because we've seen it over time go up and beat everything. I mean, beat the stock market. I mean, just about everything, right? Look at that. I mean, nothing's gone up like that. I mean, the S&P hasn't gone up like that. We look at that and we go, it's volatile. However, look how it performs. And we're getting used to it. We're getting complacent. That was the word I was looking for. We're getting complacent. We think now that Bitcoin just can't lose. It can just go up forever. Well, it certainly can lose. And it certainly can go down to, $1. It's not going to happen because nobody wants it to happen. So it certainly can happen, though. And it's like we keep talking about XRP. Can certainly go to 50 cents. You have to be prepared for it. We always try to talk about that on the show and be prepared. Don't be like in a position where if it goes to 50 cents, you lose all your money. At 50 cents, you just buy more. All right. So that's how me and Sensei work on this show. But we've become immune to it. And we're complacent now, and we expect it just to keep going up. Now, because we are seeing instability and uncertainty in the world, people are going to flock to what they see to be working. Now, it doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. Human beings do wrong things every single day, including myself. I know since I came to America, I am less fit and healthy than I was before I came to America. When I came to America, the food I ate had less preservatives, less chemicals in it. That's just a fact. But I eat it. I know it's not as good for me. I've put on weight in the United States. I'm less healthy in the United States. The food in the United States is not as healthy as it is in Europe. It's not. You just look at that, you compare the same things in two different countries and you'll see there's more chemicals, more preservatives. I mean, if I buy bread in the UK, it goes off within 3 days. We have bread here, it sits for 2 weeks, doesn't even change. So you can't tell me it's the same because it isn't. But I still eat it. I do what I know is wrong because there's no alternative. So I've become immune to putting crap in my body knowing it's wrong. And don't get me wrong, there are people that will bake you a fresh loaf of bread in America. I'm not saying they don't, but it's very much more expensive. The standard is like that in England. In America, the standard is full of chemicals. If you want real healthy bread, you can get it, but it's like 5 times the price. We can't afford it. So you end up eating crap. And I know it's wrong, but I'm doing it. That's the point. We know what's wrong. We know what we should be doing, but we don't do it. So we get used to stuff and we compound on it. So I think we're all going to move to Bitcoin. We're all going to start buying Bitcoin and crypto's going to rally up to the top of the S&P. I believe that because that's what human beings do. We are driven by need. We're driven by greed. We're driven by uncertainty, and you can't stop it. Because everybody else will do it. So you'll jump in. We call it FOMO, fear of missing out. You'll see it going up. So we'll all start piling up. So it'll all become a self-professing prophecy. And one of the best examples of that, and I'm going to give you this as an example. On YouTube, the 2 most successful styles of video that you can do are both a lie. The two most successful videos and what you can do on YouTube, which earn you the most money, both of them are an all-out lie. Number one, get rich quick. Buy crypto, get rich, follow me. I will give you free coins. I tell you what's working great, blah, blah, blah. I know the secrets. We're all going to get rich. Get rich quick schemes on YouTube, number one. Number two, it's the same as number one, really. How to get famous really quickly on YouTube. How to be successful. How to have a successful channel on YouTube. They are the two biggest channels on YouTube, and both of them are a lie. And the reason why they work, they are self-professing, self-revealing prophecies, is because you could have no success whatsoever and you've never made any money, or if you're in the crypto, if you're in the investing space, or you've got no success on YouTube, but yet you're telling everybody how to be successful. The reason why you will win on both cases is because on the crypto side, the investment side, if you tell everybody how to get rich really quickly, people will send you money telling you to back crypto projects. I get them every day and I say no to all of them. I don't do any of them. But other people go, yeah, give me the money. They'll take the money, they'll earn loads of money, they'll buy subscribers, they'll buy viewers, they'll look successful, and because they've got loads of money, they'll buy loads of projects, they'll tell you, look, I've got all this money invested. You will watch them only at first in a few people, 5, 10, 20, but you'll watch it because this person knows how to get rich. He's not getting rich. He doesn't show you his real trades. He shows you how much money he's got because he gets paid by everybody else paying him to be successful. So he makes loads of money. You watch it because you think he's great and he's getting rich. There are millions of channels like that, all getting paid, all talking nonsense, and all become successful because they consistently talk nonsense. And they get successful because it just self-professes. All right. Now, then you've got the other side of the coin, which is how to get rich, how to be successful on YouTube, how to build a YouTube channel. I have seen people start out with no one watching them, 0 subscribers, not monetized, telling you this is how you get successful. And I'm going, you haven't even got any followers. But they've already done it on another channel. They know they can do it again. And then they sell the channel on, keep doing it over and over again. What they do is they tell you how to get successful and blah, blah, blah. And because they're telling you how to get successful, you want to know how they're doing it, so you follow them. And because you follow them, they get successful. They didn't get successful because they knew what they were talking about. They got successful because they convinced you to follow them, so they got successful. It's like, I think you have a phrase in America, fake it till you make it. Well, I do the opposite. I don't follow anyone to get follow for follow. I don't do that. I don't tell you how to be successful. I don't tell you how to make money. I tell you what the right thing is, and the right thing is not popular. So it takes a time. But it takes longer to build a channel like this, but you build it stronger. That's why everyone's a member. That's why everybody watches all day. Those channels, they're not members and they'll leave in 5 minutes because in a minute they're going to suss you out. There was a famous YouTuber, I think it was Raoul Paul, wasn't it? That brought out a crypto coin and then dumped it on everybody. You still watch him. Why do you still watch him? Because he's telling you how successful his life is and how amazing he is. Who was that guy? The guy who was on the news, who was involved in all sorts of illicit, like trafficking young girls and terrible. Big YouTuber, big influencer, massive, millions of followers. He's a criminal. Everyone follows him. They think it's great. Look at me, my money, blah, blah, blah. So he gets more money and everyone's like, what? Why do you follow this? So anyway, these are the things. So you've got to be careful of this. So I don't know how I got onto that. I've probably completely off the track, but I don't even know where I'm going now. Anyway, there you go. I forgot where I am. I'm 56 years of age. I forget stuff. Here we are. Let me catch up with some of the news then for you. Right, I had it all prepared for you. Right, I'll just shut up now. So, stock future index in the red as hopes of Israel-Iran ceasefire wane. Basically, it's what I just said to you. The markets are down because the war doesn't look like it's going to end anytime soon. So the stock market went down when the war started. It rallied when it came out of it. And now it's going sideways because it's not going to end in 5 minutes. And everyone's going, oh, it's not going to end in 5 minutes. Well, okay. Either way, it's going to end. It's just not ending in 5 minutes. And everyone's going, oh my God, it's terrible. It's going to go on forever. It's not going to go on forever. And the market will either go down a bit more or sideways. Either way, it just allows me to buy more. In 5 days' time, I get paid. And if we're still down, I'll buy some more again. Because the market wants to go up. It's waiting to go up. So that's what's happening there. All right. I don't think there's any major news there. The 10-year Treasury yield fell 1 basis point, 4.425. The 2-year yield fell, but that's good. We like when the yields fall because people are prepared to take on government debt for less return. That's good. That means eventually this will keep going down. The stock market will get an influx and we're going to go up. So all of that is fine. There's nothing there. There's nothing in that news. You know, we know about backwards and forwards. We know about this is already what we know. You've all seen it on the news. There's no point me repeating it. Bombs going backwards and forwards. Trump saying if you don't stop fighting, it's going to get worse for you. Iran have got no support. It's all going to end up in tears. Nothing's going to happen. It's not going to be World War III, and it's all going to rally up again. So there's not much in that story that I want to give to you because it's just a repeat of the old stuff, right? This is an important one. I'll read a bit of this. Global pharma stocks down as Trump renews tariff threat. So we know that Trump has put tariffs on pharma, and he's got another one. This has just come out today. Major global pharmaceutical companies traded lower in the pre-market on Tuesday after President Trump. That's bringing the market down because these are your defensive stocks, and defensive stocks are selling down. This is another noise. This will go away when we get this sorted, and we will. I mean, if we go on like this for 4 years, eventually Donald Trump will leave office. Whether we solve it or we don't, at some point, tariff uncertainty will go away. I have to be honest, I cannot believe we're in June, 6 months into Trump's presidency, and we still haven't resolved tariffs. Trump said he'd end the war in 5 minutes. That never happened. He said wars would never start under his watch. Well, they're starting left, right, and center. Riots now in Los Angeles. Tariffs going on and on and on. All right. The stock market is fine. The businesses are fine. Eventually, uncertainty will go away. This presents us opportunity to buy this uncertainty for longer. And the more you can buy, a lot of people in the market and people that I'm talking to, CEOs are telling me, and hedge fund managers I talk to, they're saying the stock market is in an accumulative pattern. That's when people are quiet, just going sideways, buying more stocks, ready for like a champagne bottle explode, like a short squeeze. Everyone's just buying, accumulation stage, building up stock, and then we go up again. We're waiting for the next rally. So this presents opportunity. Tariffs on pharmaceutical sector are coming soon. Trump has said we're going to have results on tariffs coming soon every 5 minutes. Coming soon, be done soon. Well, we do know that July the 6th, I think it is, we've got deadlines all over the place. He's already extended them, I think, twice. So maybe we'll go on another 6 months. I don't know. It's all over the place. Doesn't matter. The businesses are doing well. If you're buying stuff on sale, then why not? But there we go. That's all there is to say on that. Next story. This is important. Remember I said to you, more people are going to go into crypto. Oh, hello, XRP today. Okay, in the meantime, you have a newsletter. Okay, in the meantime, right, okay, right. Sensei sending me updates. All right, I'll come to the XRP in a minute. So this is an important story about XRP and crypto. What have I been saying all this time? We're in an accumulating stage. The markets are going down through lack of uncertainty, lack of knowledge. So what we've got now is crypto is starting to stabilize and show support around that. I mean, for XRP, it's around the $2. Bitcoin, it's now 100,000, and we kind of go, that's cheap now. It's not cheap. We bought XRP, I did, for 38 cents when I was buying individual assets. I mean, so Is $2 cheap? Well, not really. I bought it for 38 cents. I mean, how's it cheap? It doesn't earn any money, doesn't produce anything. But will it go up in price? Yes, it will. But it was better at 38 cents. Well, that's a no-brainer, isn't it, really? But we're getting this happen now. Crypto stocks see decline in short interest for second straight month. So we're getting less and less people shorting crypto. That's important. Why is that important? Because like I said before, we are getting used to believing that it's okay to pay $100,000 for Bitcoin and it's okay to spend $2 on XRP. So what we're getting now is a norm. We're getting used to it. All right. Short interest in crypto stock declined on average in May, with 6 out of 8 crypto stocks selling a fall while 2 witnessed a rise. So MicroStrategy, CleanSpark and Bitfarms were among the companies that saw the highest decline in short interest, 10.8, 26.42 and 11.53. These are huge declines. Short interest in Mara, Hive and Core Scientific fell to 26, 6.47 and 18.2. So they're falling. Coinbase and Riot were the only companies that saw short interest inch up in May, 6.2 and 25% on Riot. Overall, about 388 million shares were sold short in the crypto sector in May, a dip from 410 million. All right. Over the month of April, according to short interest data as of May 31st. The short dollar volume in the crypto stocks was 14.7 billion. Bitcoin prices took off in the first week of May, going beyond the 100 grand mark after Donald Trump announced a breakthrough trade deal with the UK. It hovered around the same mark for the rest of the month. In June so far, it has maintained a similar momentum. Last week, however, it dipped after Israel launched airstrikes on Iran. Now, this is important to talk about as XRP continues to collapse down here. People go, oh, well, during uncertainty and hedge against inflation, you want to go to Bitcoin. Rubbish. Doesn't make any sense. It's not true. Absolutely not true. Crypto, Bitcoin can go down through uncertainty and inflation issues more than the S&P 500. Want proof? There's your proof. Right? No, I don't make this stuff up. There's VU. How do you do? Where are you? VU is only down 0.4. It's down more for me because I'm in margin, right? It's down 0.4% today. Hardly moved. It's in an accumulation pattern waiting for tomorrow. That's it. Real money wants to know, are rates going up, down, pausing? We want to know. So look, don't tell me Bitcoin is a safe haven. It ain't. XRP is a safe haven. It ain't. If you buy and sell, you might make more money than me if you then prepare for your taxes and if you buy back at the right time and if you sell at the right time. But if you just buy and hold and accumulate and add more before it goes up, I bet you I make more money than you by owning the S&P 500. I mean, I kind of proved it, if you think about it. If I show you my year to date, the 1 year, there you go. I've outperformed the S&P, I've outperformed Warren Buffett, and I've outperformed Robinhood Managed Fund, professionals trying to beat me. I've beaten all of them, and you've seen the images. I've shown you all the charts on X, so you know I'm telling you the truth, right? I mean, obviously I'm telling you the truth. I mean, I wouldn't do anything else, but makes sense. So I'm in accumulation stage now. I hope, and obviously I won't be able to because I get paid in 4 days. The FOMC's tomorrow. I won't have any more money, but that's okay. I mean, I got $440,000. Send bloody hell, Martyn. You've got enough money to make $2 million. You haven't got to buy any more shares. Just pay down your margin. Go, no. If it goes down, I buy more. I absolutely go down. You don't stop buying. You don't stop buying until I own all the shares. I mean, I'd love to own every single share of the S&P, and that's not going to happen, but there you go. That's my aim, to own as much as possible. So let's have a look at this, right? In June so far, it has maintained a similar momentum. Last week, however, it dipped after Israel launched airstrikes on Iran. See, less people decided to short crypto businesses, crypto stocks, because of a war. They go, oh, look, there's a war breaking out. I think Bitcoin's going to do okay. Oh, great. This is going to be a safe haven. It's not, but people think it's not. It doesn't matter what it does or not. It's what people think is what's important, right? MicroStrategy, 10.8%. Short interest, down. Coinbase, 6.22. Mara, 26. Riot, 25.89. You can see all that. I mean, if you want to pause that, you can. I'm going to move on from this story, but I just wanted to cover that. I thought that was important to mention that crypto is getting more favor now. Another story to boost crypto, Circle Internet stock surges after CEO predicts iPhone moment for stablecoin. I think he's right. I absolutely think he's right. However, if you're buying, if you're buying those that are tracking the US dollar, like Coinbase's, is it CRO? What was it now? USD, I forget what it's called now. CRUSD, I forget what it's called now. But $1, one crypto, what's it called now? The Coinbase thing, CRO. I can't remember now. CRO, whatever it is. I used to have them for a while, but it's, you're not making any money. You're buying $1 for $1. And anyway, there you go. But Circle Internet stock surges. We've seen that after CEO predicts iPhone moment for stable coins. Now then, talking about the iPhone, this is an important moment. Yesterday, during G7, Trump was talking about his golden phone. Yep, he wants to bring out a gold phone, not literally gold color, $500, Donald Trump's own phone. Now, every single business, other than real estate and other things like that, Donald Trump's gone bankrupt on. His steak business, his wine business, now it's an iPhone business. They've all gone bankrupt. He's done very well on real estate. Not always the best, but he's done generally okay on that. But other businesses like his steak and his wine, now an iPhone, they all went bankrupt. His Trump coin is now worthless. It's down 80%. I don't think you should buy his iPhone as well. And I'll tell you why. Trump has come out and said it's going to be the first ever American-made phone. You want to buy my Trump phone? Well, I've done some research into that. It's not. It's all made in China. What he's done is he's getting a Chinese manufacturer to put it all together, then it will be reassembled in the United States, called an American phone, all in gold, not real gold, just gold paint, to say it's an American phone. It's not an American phone. It's a Chinese company that makes lots of phones for lots of people and packages them up in different packages. It'd be an Android phone. It won't be an iPhone, of course. Obviously, it's not Apple. But it won't be an American-made phone. We don't have the equipment. We don't have the manpower. We don't have the resources. And I've already got the information of where it's being made. It's being made in a Chinese factory by Chinese people with Chinese manufacturing, Chinese skills, and then reassembled, clipped together in New York and then called an American phone.
Enoch Sosh donated $10 through a super chat. Bitcoin is nothing but a pure speculative asset. Period. End of discussion. As long as the market grinds higher, Bitcoin should follow. BTC is not a reserve asset or replacing gold.
That's rubbish. So there you go. Enoch said that. Thank you for your super chat. And that's what you get. If you do a super chat, it reads it out on the show. Let me just, whoops-a-daisy. Let me just share that again. I wanted the last line. That's rubbish. BTC is not a reserve asset or a replacement for gold. Well, I understand what you're saying. It is speculative. You are right. Absolutely right. You are saying it will go up when the market goes up. You are right. If the market goes down, it will go down. You are right. So why buy it? Why buy it? Like I've said, people will move to it because they feel it's a safer asset. It's not. It's not a safer asset. USDT, thank you very much. RLUSD, thank you, Sensei. Sensei's in the chat telling me, yeah, USDT, thank you. Yeah, that's what I was trying to, thank you, Sensei, yeah. USDT, yeah. So at the end of the day, Bitcoin, it has to be speculative because it doesn't make any money, does it? But then neither does gold. Gold doesn't make any money either. Gold only goes up because people say it goes up. You know, the S&P goes up because businesses are earning more on their earnings. Yes, you are paying at the moment, I think 23% times earnings again. I bought the majority of my S&P at 17 times earnings, undervalued, which is what you do, right? It produces money, it makes money, it provides services and products. Bitcoin doesn't, gold doesn't. But people, it doesn't matter whether it does or not. If people believe it does, they buy it. So if you're trying to chase momentum and chase a trend, you don't care. If you're a trader, a momentum trader, you don't care if it works or not. You only care if people buy it. And if it goes up, you buy it and you make money, everyone's happy, right? I mean, that's essentially the way you look at it. I don't, because I look at it and go, well, what happens next? When do you sell it? It's like, it's another reason why I can't buy Bitcoin. Because if Bitcoin went to $1 million, do you sell it at $1 million? I mean, you're rich. I mean, I don't get that. Now, Michael Saylor doesn't need the money. Michael Saylor controls a lot of Bitcoin. Michael Saylor is already privately and individually rich. He's got a house, he's got money in the bank, he's got a car, he's got a boat, he's got stuff, right? He doesn't need his Bitcoin. He hasn't got to sell it. However, the majority of retail traders, investors who buy Bitcoin are doing it to get rich. They're not already rich. They're doing it to get rich. So at what point do you sell it? Because no point just owning it and then can't pay the bills or buy any bread, or you've got enough to buy a sports car and you want a sports car but you're not going to. What's the point of holding it then? You did it to make money, right? So presumably you either borrow against it or you sell it. Well, Michael Saylor doesn't need to. BlackRock doesn't need to. Are they the only ones who are going to own it all? Maybe they do. But what if they own the whole thing? Does it matter to them? Not really. Because imagine if you're BlackRock and you're Michael Saylor and you're individually, the people that work there are multi-millionaire billionaires. They're all rich they're all super rich. They can just hold it on their books. As we get closer and closer in 2140, like 100 years, we get closer to all the Bitcoin mined. They just hold it forever. So their value of their company goes up. And as long as they never sell it, the value of their company goes up. And they borrow against pretend money, effectively, at that point. But for you, the retail investor, you're going to be the minority. You'll always be the minority. You're not in control of anything. Because if you buy or sell your Bitcoin, nothing happens. It only happens if BlackRock or Michael Saylor dump it, or Satoshi. Doesn't matter if you dump it, nothing happens. So you're in control of nothing. You're just riding the train with everybody else, hoping it keeps going up. Well, it probably will, because the ones at the top have no reason to sell it. I used to sort of say, I thought at some point everybody would dump it. I don't think they're going to now. I think they're going to hold it forever. I think it's just going to keep going up forever and ever and ever. And that's great, right? However, I can't be on that train, because if I'm on that train, I've got to get off. And I don't know when to get off. And that's why I can't own it. You see, I'm happy to own the S&P, because the S&P is a reflection of the businesses in the index. And they're all making money, and they're all performing, and they're all growing, as they always will do over time. So I can own that and never have to worry about that, or trim as I go. I don't know what Bitcoin's worth. I don't know what XRP's worth. We believe it can go to $10 to $100 on Bitcoin, on XRP, and Bitcoin, pick a number out of the sky. Million, 10 million. I mean, pick a number. Doesn't matter, does it? So I can't just buy something I got no value to. I mean, if I was selling you If I was selling you my car, I've got a brand new car, Ford Escape. I bought it for $40,000 from the factory, from the garage. The moment I take it out of the garage, it's worth $30,000 for depreciation. Would you pay $1 million for it? No. Would you? You wouldn't, would you? Because you know what it's worth. You have a valuation for it. You know what everyone's paying for it, but there's the problem. You go, well, everyone's paying $1 million, so it's worth $1 million. It's worth what everybody's prepared to pay for it. But does it provide $1 million worth of service? The car depreciates in value. It's going to break and wear out. It's different. It's a physical item. So if it's a physical item and it goes down in value, you can't buy it, can you? You can't buy $1 million for it. It'd be silly, wouldn't it? You wouldn't buy my car off me for $1 million because you could buy a brand new one every day of the week. You could buy hundreds of them and still be under $1 million. So there's no point. So you wouldn't do it. But you'll do that for Bitcoin, and it's not even a real thing because the belief is it'll just keep going up. And I think it probably will keep going up. But how do you exit it? How do you leave it? What do you do? Do you sell it $1 million? Does it matter? I don't know. So anyway, going back to Circle, predicting stable coins will have their iPhone moment. I don't know the ones that are pegged to the dollar, I don't see much point. I don't see the point. If you own one Coinbase USD as opposed to a USD dollar, it's a dollar worth a dollar. I don't know how you. I remember somebody when they brought the first. Was it the first Coinbase, or there was one exchange that opened up, and it was the first stable coin. I don't know. It was the first. I don't know. Pegged to the dollar. Somebody. Yeah. RULSD is not an investment. Yeah. I remember. Thank you, Sensei. I remember somebody who wanted to own the first one. Like. And he paid like 30 grand for it or something stupid like that. We did it on the show live. Somebody wanted to say they owned the first RLUSD. Yeah, RLUSD. Why would you even tell anybody? Guess what, folks? I'm brilliant. Why? What you done? I bought the first RLUSD. Did you? How much you pay for it? $1? It's worth $1. No, 30 grand. Why did you do that? Because it's the first one. Yeah, but it's only worth $1. Yeah, but I bought the first one. Yeah, but there's no first one. Yeah, it is. It's the day it got released. It's the first one. I was the first one to buy one. Yeah, but it's not the first one. It's not like it's minted and it's got a little name on it or a badge on it, or you get a physical thing to say, look at me, I got the first stamp, like, the penny black back in the 1800s. What did you get? You didn't get anything. You got a string of code on your computer, just like everybody else. Just like everybody else. Whether you bought the first one, and no one even knows what the first one is, because when it came out, boom, there's $1 million. I mean, you're just the first one to buy one? Is that what you mean? You're the first one to buy one. So that's like saying I queued up all night to buy the first iPhone in the world. I camped out at the shop and I bought the very first iPhone. Okay? And I paid $1 million for it. Why? Well, because it's the first one. Yeah, but everybody got one at the same time, just like 1 second after you. Yeah, but I got the first one. Well, you're an idiot then, aren't you? Because we've all got the same thing for $1, which you paid 30 grand for. You are literally an idiot. No, I'm not. I bought the first one. You are an idiot. So anyone who invests in that is an idiot. There you go. I've said it. So the iPhone from Donald Trump is going to be a Chinese iPhone. Packaged in America, and then he's going to say it's American and put his, I don't know, would he put his name on the back of it? I don't know. The world's gone mental. The world has literally gone mental. Next story. We know about this. The Nasdaq. This was on the 16th. This was yesterday. The Nasdaq opened up because after Friday we had the initial reaction. Everyone sold it. The market went up, going hurrah! It's great. And then Some people took profit. Now we've gone down again. So the big story of the day is we're waiting for the Fed to give us the news tomorrow. You can actually see from the market today, it sold off because we heard tensions are terrible. Oh, it's going to be really, really bad. Going to carry on. It's not. It's not. That's a complete nonsense. Everyone knows it. So everyone dumped the market. I didn't. I just kept it. And now it's going back up again. But look, the S&P now is outperforming everything. Look at that. The safe havens. The safe havens where you put your money in crisis. The S&P 500 hardly down at all. Might even turn green in a minute. Or crypto. The safe haven. No. But should you not be in crypto? Well, I'm not. I only own the S&P for integrity of the show, but I also think it's the best thing to own long term anyway. I mean, I'm not just a super nice guy who wants to lose out, you know, but crypto undoubtedly will earn you more money if you buy at the bottom and sell at the top and keep doing that. But then you have to always put 20% to one side. You can't invest all of it. 20% of it you got to give away to the tax man. So you've always got to put some to the side. And that's only if you buy at the top and sell at the bottom. Sell at the top and buy at the bottom. There are people today who are buying XRP at 218 who in a minute it could be at 50 cents. What do? Well, you do what Sensei did. Sensei bought at 38, or I think Sensei bought at 23, 25, 30 cents. I bought at 38 cents. And you don't care if it goes down to 50 cents, which is what we say is a potential bottom. You don't care because you bought it with a future belief in it. But you always have to remind yourself, don't literally convince yourself of the wrong thing. Remember, it's speculative. Whereas the S&P earns money. It makes real money. That's why it's not sold off today. I mean, bloody hell, I'm virtually in the green now. I mean, look at it. I'm not making this stuff up. Look at that. So you can make more money, unquestionably, owning the S&P. No doubt about it. If you buy at the bottom and sell at the top and you put your tax to one side. But I don't need to worry about that because I just want to get to $1 million. You might want to get to 10 million, 100 million. I don't know. I'm happy with $1 million and I'll get there. And I don't have to sell anything. I don't have to worry about it. I can sleep. Mind you, my wife would say, you're not sleeping very well. I'm having all sorts of stresses over this Zebic event and all that stuff. Oh my gosh. Anyway, it's all about the Fed tomorrow. The headlines is the Fed. And nothing's going to happen and change until tomorrow. So the Fed is what it's all about. Now tomorrow, we're covering the Fed decision. Here it is. This is the Fed. Now, because I want to be able to answer everyone's questions and comments and provide a service, if it's really, really busy with members, I'll just go members only. So if we have a number of regular subscribers who are not members, I will open it up. But if it's 99.9% members, we'll just go members only. All right. So that way I can answer all the questions. And then we don't have the bots, the trolls. I know I earn less money. It doesn't matter. I'll just do what's right for the show. So if you can click on that now, I've just given you the link. Click on that now. Go in here. And I want to see if you are. You can see all the members there. It's crazy, isn't it? If you are a subscriber, come in here. In fact, members and subscribers. I want to see what the majority is. So subscribers, non-members, come in here and say hello, whatever, and click the like button. Yeah, just say hello. Hello sounds good. Click the like button. And make sure that you ring the bell for tomorrow so you don't miss it. So this time tomorrow is the FOMC report. We're going to cover it live. All right. So we'll see. I'll go to live chat. We'll see who comes in. And if we get lots of subscribers, then I'll make sure I cover it for the subscribers. Next bit of news. I've done the Fed thing. I've done that. Oh, yeah. This is why I talked about rate cuts. God, you're spoiled today, aren't you? News after news after news. This was news out this morning. I said to you, we're going to get a rate cut tomorrow. It's against the majority are thinking. Most people disagree with me. That's normally the case. Doesn't matter. I'm going to do what I think's right. And what I think's right is we'll get a rate cut tomorrow of 0.25. I know most people think we're not, but I'm going to say we are. There's a very good chance we won't, but I think it's leaning towards 0.25 now. And here's the reason why. So I was right again. All right. 28 trades, 28 wins, folks, so far. Retail sales slump in May, weaker than expected. Retail sales. I reported on this. Well, I didn't report on it because Sensei was going live. But look at this. Retail sales the month of May. We're expecting, previously, retail sales were strong. The US consumer was spending more. And it was up. It was green. Last month, we had that nice little bounce. Remember? The economy is strong. Hooray. Everyone's spending money. Good. That's good. That was good. However, the forecast and the consensus said we'd be down. I'll go for the forecast first. The forecast said that we would get a reduction, not a slowing of 0.1 to 0, but a reduction, stagflation, going the other way, moving towards recession. They said would get a decline of negative 0.2. Negative 0.2. What we got was negative 0.9. The consumer is not spending. It's dropped. Now, this is only 1 month. It's only 1 month. If we look at the, well, that's what we have on here. We only have the 1 month. It's a 1 month report. A 1 month does not make a trend, all right? And also, we've just had the Michigan sentiment report, and the Michigan sentiment report was negative. Obviously, it's very biased. It's political. It's always biased, all right? So ignoring that. I don't even listen to it anymore. It's a bunch of idiots talking rubbish, just trying to promote themselves. I don't even pay attention. Go and get a YouTube channel. Do your own promotion. Don't use the sentiment report to promote yourself. Rubbish. Go away. So negative 0.9. That means the American consumer is spending less, which means people fear a recession. We're not going to get we're not going to get a recession. Everyone's going to jump on the bandwagon. We're going to get a recession. No, we're not. We're going to get a crash. No, we're not. This is where the Fed step in because unemployment is okay. Remember, they talk about a dual mandate, keeping prices down, inflation down, and keeping stable employment. That is their dual mandate. They have two ends of the spectrum to take care of, and they're not the same, right? We've got inflation down. We've got the economy slowing, but not going into recession. 1 month is not enough, but there's a reason to stimulate the economy. And people will feel more confident if we get a first rate cut under Trump. I know Trump wants it and he's pressuring Jerome Powell, and Jerome Powell hasn't done it, but I think we're going to get one tomorrow. See if I'm right. I've been right now, spot on with all my predictions for 18 months. I'm due to get it wrong. So I'm expecting tomorrow I'm probably going to get it wrong. Most people disagree with me. They say there's no chance of a rate cut tomorrow, Martyn. You're talking rubbish. It's going to be another month yet. Well, I think we'll get a rate cut. So I'm going to say it. And if I'm the only person who says it and I get it wrong, then I say sorry. But I think we'll get a rate cut. The economy is cooling. The stock market is going sideways. I think we're going to get a rate cut. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. I say we get a rate cut. Let me read you more numbers and I'll come back to the comments. Look at this. Sensei, 99.99% consensus. We will not get a rate cut. That would be an incredible prediction. Yes, it would. And every prediction I've made in the last 18 months has been correct. We've had 3 short squeezes on Virgin Galactic. I said it's going to go $100, it will. I've told you about XRP. I told you what that would do. I've told you about the stock market. I've bought the dip. I've done it with my real money. I said the market would go up at 3 a.m. precisely and 2 a.m. precisely. I gave several of those, not just days, but times, and I was right. I told you what would happen with the war, and I was right. I said it would go down the next day, and I bought the dip. I didn't just say what it would do. I said what I would do with it, and I did what I said I would do. Now I'm saying rate cut tomorrow. And everyone is saying no, 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 no rate cuts tomorrow. 99.9% consensus say no rate cut tomorrow. Well, I am saying a rate cut tomorrow. I'm going to go against everybody. If I'm wrong, it'll be the first time I'm wrong in 18 months. Thank you, Leah. You all right? Oh, by the way, can I mention, please, very important, celebration. Yesterday, it was Leah and mine 7-year wedding anniversary in the United Kingdom. We got married twice. We got married 6 months ago, 7 years ago in the United States. But 7 years ago yesterday, we got married 6 months later in the United Kingdom in our church wedding. So we had a proper English church wedding. That was yesterday. We're going out tonight. Leah and I are going out tonight for our 7th wedding anniversary in the United Kingdom. So it's 7.5 years, but we have 2 weddings, the US and the UK one. The UK one was better. The US one was the US was all American. We had it in a courthouse with a judge, right? In England, we had it with a Jaguar, 1960 Jaguar in a 1,000-year-old church next to my house, done properly, right? 4 weddings and a funeral. Without the funeral. It was a proper 4 weddings yesterday, proper 6 months. So 7 years ago tomorrow. So tonight, I'm taking Leah out for a dinner. We're going to our favourite restaurant tonight, and we're going to have a dinner. Whatever Leah wants tonight, she gets. Whatever drink she wants, cocktail she wants, she gets. So I just thought I'd let you know. It was our 7-year wedding anniversary in the UK yesterday, and tonight we're going out to our favourite restaurant. Anyway, so look, retail sales dipped 0.9%. Thank you very much for all the comments. I'm just reading that now. Thank you very much indeed. So, one day, Sensei, you'll be married 7 years, mate. Not if you carry on the way you're going now, though. You got to take care of your wife, though. All this doing extra long shows, mate. You won't be married 7 years. You got to think about that, right? Yeah. You're thinking, what? Do what I do what I say, not what I do. That's right. I don't do short shows. I upset Leah every day. I've still survived. So maybe you should carry on. Do what you want, mate. US retail sales dip 0.9. 715.4 billion in May. Weaker than consensus and accelerated. Oh, look at this. I got a super chat. Kimberly
McIlrath donated $10 through a super chat.
Kimberly,
happy anniversary.
You have just bought Leah's glass of wine as we arrive at the restaurant. When we go in, we go to the bar, Leah has a cocktail or a wine. I tell you what, with that $10, I shall get Leah the cocktail when we arrive at the restaurant. Thank you, Kimberly, for that. Leah shall get a cocktail when we walk in on you. I'm taking note of all of these, and I shall say, Leah, this was from Kimberly. This is a cocktail at the bar. She likes a nice dirty martini. So we'll have that when we walk in. That's our first thing. Thank you, Kimberly, very much for the cocktail. She will very much appreciate that. So back to the news here a minute. So, which had been revised from point one. According to data released in the US consensus compared with a year ago, and retail and food services sales rose 3.3%. So, slowing from 5%. The slowdown comes after consensus had stocked up earlier this year, likely front-running tariffs that were expected in April and March. Retail sales had jumped 1.7%. Total sales for March increased 4.5 sales year on year. There was front running in autos because of tariffs in recent months. Everybody was trying to get ahead of the tariffs, buying their cars ahead of the game. All right. The biggest year-on-year declines were at gasoline stations. Yes, drill baby drill. Oil's come down, no question about it, down 6.9%. Department stores down 2.8%. Electronics and appliance stores down 1.9%. All right, there's retail sales. I've just gone through it briefly for you. Now then, I'm going to make a video, because I've got a lot of people that are going, Martyn, you haven't talked about Enphase Energy for a while. Why not? You rank number one in the world for that. Why aren't you talking about it? Well, I am now. So. Bear with me. Okay. Thank you for all the love. I appreciate that very much. I'm going to put this at the end of the show. Lovely to have such an amazing crowd here. Sensei, do you want to call in today? Just to say hello. I think we owe our audience a huge thank you, and update them with what's coming up tomorrow. Just to say hello, because we have had such incredible numbers these last couple of days. It's been something else. Absolutely something else. Our subscribers are through the roof. We're nearly at, look at this, nearly 86,000 subscribers. And the numbers have been, look at this, absolutely through the roof. Sensei had his biggest, yesterday was Sensei's biggest breakfast show ever. Oh, we've got a new member.
Parsky has become a member.
Thank you very much indeed. Remember, if you're a member of the YouTube channel, you get priority. We have members only live shows. All the CEO interviews are members only. Timely events are all members only. Information on really important stuff tends to be members only now. We also have, I reply to all your comments if you are a member and display them all. Some people say, my comment didn't show up. I just have to approve the members only comments to make sure they all show up. We keep the bots and trolls out. So I hide all comments and then I filter by, in fact, let me show you how I do that so you know. Because people often ask me this. I want to show you this now, right? So let's go to community, right? So let me show you. When you comment on YouTube, when you first comment, you go, I don't see my comment. No one sees my comment. This is why. So this is the comments. This is what's just come in. So what I do, I search by all channel members. I only show members' comments. It's one of the perks of being a member. Your comment will be shown. I don't show non-members. And the reason why I do that is non-members tend to be bundled up, unfortunately, with scammers, trolls, and bots. If I turn off all channel members and just go general public, I will get millions and millions of messages, flipping millions and millions, and that 99% will be bots, trolls, scammers, so I don't show them anymore. So what I do is I'm filtered for, Sensei, just hold by. You got a minute? You got a minute, Sensei? Yeah? Oh, yeah, good. So I filter just by members. It's one of the perks. If you're a member, your comment will be shown and replied to. If you're a non-member, sadly, I can't filter for non-members, and can I filter for bots and trolls and scammers? Obviously not. They're kind of all interlinked. So I just do all members. Then what I do is I go unpublished. So held, apply. So these are all the members. See, only a few, look. Because I do it every hour. I'm doing it during the show. You don't even see me doing it, right? All channel members, right, that I haven't responded and that are held. So I don't care what your comment is. It doesn't, I don't just post it because you say I'm great. I post it if you say I'm an idiot. That's fine, as long as you're not offensive. But look, getting boring. The case is talking about XRP. I approve. As long as you're not swearing and shouting at me, approve. See, I don't read them. I just scan it to make sure that you're not saying anything violent or offensive, right? There you go. Everyone's approved. So now every single member has their comment posted. Now, see, there's none there. I now go into published, and now I see all channel members published I haven't responded to, and now later I will respond to all of you. And I do respond to all of my members. Now, because we're getting more and more members and it's getting more and more busy, I might have to start saying only silver members at some point, because I'm now getting millions of comments and it's getting harder and harder to reply. And that's why we have bronze, silver and gold. So maybe I'll post all members, but only reply. Say, I could do this. I could go all channel members. I could go, let me have a look. I could go by, sort by channel member status. I could go silver and higher, right? This is what I might be doing in the next few months, right? So now I can go, I haven't responded to silver and higher. And now I've only got that many messages. I've still got about 20. They're all silver and upwards. And I replied to them. And maybe I can't reply to bronze members. All right? Okay, makes sense? All right. So now you know how it works. Whee! Sensei's a bit zoomed in. Hello, mate. Whee, let me fix that. There you go. Thanks for calling in, Sensei. How are you, mate?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me on the show.
I just wanted to bring you in because I wanted to just personally, the two of us together, because we're coming up to 4 years in just a few days. On the 27th, I think, in 10 days' time, it's our 4th year anniversary. We are approaching 100,000 subscribers. We've got, the newsletter now. We've got everything now. Great. The training courses. So much to be thankful for. And over the last few days, your breakfast show, you've hit the all-time high for the breakfast show. This was nearly 12,000 views. Now, Sensei will tell you, when he first joined the show, he was lucky to get 30 views, as was I. All right? 30, 40 views. We were lucky. 12,000 since yesterday. I mean, that's amazing. This morning's show, he's already on 9,000. I've had 4,000 during my show. And I just think it's time sometimes just to take a moment to thank everybody, because it's not only my full-time job. This is how I pay my bills. It's Sensei's full-time job as well. There are two of us who rely on this for a job. So I knew you just want to say thank you, because your numbers were amazing this morning, mate, and yesterday. Congratulations, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. No, it's a great pleasure to be on this show and to be spending it with you and all the community members. It's incredible every single day. So thankful that everyone's tuning in. It's quite unbelievable to the amount of people we're talking to. As you said, first coming on the show, 20, 30 viewers. Never really breached that 50 viewer mark. If I had 100 people watching, what a day that would be. Me and you would talk after the show and go, wow, we had 100 people watching. that didn't happen for a couple a year for me and longer for you. So yeah, it's incredibly thankful for everyone who tunes into the shows. I love doing it. I'm always trying to get better and better, increasing the services on the show. What you've done with the Discord, what I'm doing with the newsletter, and the value we can provide, getting more people on the show, talking to CEOs, getting better contacts, all that sort of stuff. It's all because of the people watching the show and them supporting us, and to be able to quit my job and come do this full time. I had to make a decision. Well, maybe it wasn't the I mean, who knows if it was the right time or not, but I had to make that decision there and then, and it's working out brilliantly. So the support of the people watching is what makes it happen, and the community is who we're here to serve, and bring the best information and content to.
Yeah, we're good friends now, and we're very proud, and we're very excited. It's just it is an honor. It really is an honor. In a few seconds, I'm going to wrap up, Sensei. I'm going to do my final. I'm going to make a video for Enphase Energy. If you could get your other two videos, are you able to get those ready to post? Because there's those two crypto coins.
What I'm planning on doing is going live after you. I've just got some information coming in.
Good.
The SEC government versus Ripple has filed a supplementive letter in support of a motion for an indicative ruling. So I'm going to explore that on the next live show. And we're also waiting for the ETF news, which can come out any second now. So I'll be on standby, getting all the information compiled. And when the time's right, I'll go live either after you or I'll wait until we get some more clarity and go a bit later. But
okay,
yeah.
So you go after me. Have you set a marker a mark of it at stream up yet? Not yet.
It'll be the same as this morning, so I can do that any moment. But I'm just watching your show, keeping an eye on all the news.
Okay.
Just got something coming now that I'm going to look into, but I wouldn't worry about whenever you're ready.
Yeah, if you set that up then for whatever time you want, and then you can just start. I'll just end, and then you can go after I end. 5 minutes afterwards, whatever. All right. Okay, brilliant. So Sensei's going to bring you more XRP news straight after I finish. Wow, it's an all-day show today. I'll be back for the closing bell as well, so that's good. I'm going to do Enphase in a moment. But just before I do go then, Sensei, as we have you here, please tell people about the two things that you're involved with. We have the newsletter. I've mentioned it today on the show. I'd like you to just mention it, and also the training course that you provide. Perhaps you could explain it from your side of it.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, Sensei just frozen. Just wait a second. He's probably had his phone call. He wasn't on Do Not Disturb, or the battery's gone. One or the other. I've not lost connection. It says guest has muted themselves. I guess he's just got on a call. Hang on a minute. Let's see what happens. I'll just wait for Sensei. While I wait for him to come back onto the call, what I'll do is I'll do Enphase Energy in a second. I'm going to cover it and give some information on this. If you, where's the link? Here's the link. If you want our training course, it's on our Discord. We provide it for free to our Discord users. It's $2.99 to be on Discord for all the services that you get on Discord, which is the least expensive Discord I've seen. I mean, we couldn't make it any less expensive. It's because we want everyone to be able to afford it. Sensei, is that you calling in? Because you've got a different name coming up. So I'm not quite sure. I'm just going to end these two calls. Let me just end that one there and end that one there. Sensei, just try again. So we had a little bit of a confusion on the phone lines. Anyway, here we go. Sensei's back now. I think we got him back. Right. Yes, we got him back now. Yep, I think we got him back. He seems. Yeah, we got him back now. So here is the training course. It's on our Discord. Remember how I said to do it? Become a paid member and you'll get the service there. If you want the newsletter, here is the newsletter. We use this every day in the show. And Sensei spends hours a day, every day, doing this to bring it to you with all the news. And what a great time it is with everything coming up with Zebic, coming up with the FOMC report, the carry trade, and with XRP. you can get a free trial of the newsletter, and strongly recommend you do. If you are in love with the show and you want to support us to the hill, then the founding member might be for you. It's more expensive, but that gives you the white glove service. It gives you the priority service and the personal service. Not that you don't get that with the annual, which is half the price, but you get priority on the founder member. Some people like that service. Okay, if you want me to tell you what's the best service for you, well, the founder member is the best, but the best value will be the annual because it's cheaper and you still get a great service. You might just get the priority over here. That's the only difference, okay? But you got a 7-day trial with the annual as well, so you can try it for 7 days. If you don't love it, you can cancel it. But I think you will love it, and you'll go, well, what, 20, 30 cents a day to know what's going on in the market? And I mean, literally, Sensei works several hours every morning preparing this. Remember, he's in the UK, so when he goes live in the morning, that's afternoon for him. He's had the morning to prepare, and that's one of Sensei's jobs in the morning. So, Sensei, you were just talking about it when we lost you. If you could just tell everybody about the training course as well on Discord and what they get there, and the newsletter, please.
Yeah, of course. It's coming up to 4 years, and we wanted to give more to the community and more ways to help everyone. And there's two things we've done. One is, as you just mentioned, the newsletter, which is I've just got your super chat notification coming through in my studio.
Yes, I turned it off until I finished talking to you, and I'll replay it in a moment. Yeah, I saw that.
So yeah, two things. One is the newsletter. The purpose of it is to bring all the real information. That's something that I would love to have myself, and I thought, well, I've got the time to do it now, and we've implemented it where about 4 hours of research, 3-4 hours of research every morning to bring you the top stories, the stories that you need to know. If you're watching the markets every day, you want to know these stories. You get the 4 stories, you get the big move of the day, a financial coaching tip as well. Then you get the charts of the day, you get the deep dive of the day, all in the morning newsletter that goes out every single day. There's not many places that provide a daily newsletter to this extent, to this quality, that is actually for what our community wants as well. So that happens every day, and you get the deeper dives as well. So it's the newsletter service we've brought to you recently, something in the making for a while. And yes, it's something that I would have loved to have, all the news that I need to get ready for the day and for the weeks and months ahead. You learn so much from that newsletter that goes out every morning, and also as exciting is what we've added to the premium Discord. As you've mentioned a few times, it's come as sort of no additional cost to people that are already on the premium Discord, and what we've done is added a course basically where other people would charge. I've seen people charge $500 a month, $100 a month, $1,000, a one-off payment of $10,000 for courses as like this. And all we're doing, I mean, is I'm trying to teach you everything I know about charts. Something that I've learnt through 8 years of looking at charts. Something I've learnt throughout looking at charts for hours and hours upon every single day. I mean, you remember 4 years ago where I basically didn't sleep because I was so addicted to these charts, learning every single thing I needed to learn about these charts. And I've learned it, and I want to pass it on to all the people or this community. And basically for free, or if you just want to do it for this, it's a couple dollars a month, but we've added it as the premium service. And I'm going through step by step every single thing I've learned about charts, and I'm bringing it to you from beginner to advanced. And even the advanced people are coming into the videos and saying, wow, I didn't realize this is why we look at this way, or I didn't realize this is so important. And whether you're a beginner, never looked at charts, hopefully these videos is what will help you look at a chart and understand it. And one thing I've made clear, it's not all about trading as well. People would say, oh, click on this course, buy this course so that you know how to make money in 2 minutes. There's no such thing as making money in 2 minutes. And I've made that clear. This is not just about a trading course about how to become the world's best trader. This is even if you're a long-term investor, even if you're a swing trader, or if you're a day trader, this will help everyone. And I'm making it clear, this is how I use the charts. This is what levels mean. This is why I don't FOMO. This is why I don't panic sell, because I look at the charts and I remove the emotion, and I actually see what's happening with the underlying price. And that really helps all types of investors. And for the price it is, which is basically free, or if you're looking to just join Discord purely based on that. It's a couple dollars a month, and I think everyone should get it. Every single week we've got a video coming out, and even once we've covered all the basics, we will either go back to the start and look at each lesson, but more likely what we're going to do is just like some live sessions where you ask questions, we go through trade setups, we answer your questions on specific lessons, and even already we've got a one-on-one service in there where if you want to ask Martyn questions, you can ask Martyn questions. If you want to ask me questions, you can ask me questions 24/7. Plus, when you're looking at these trading courses and you've got a question based on that lesson, I'm going to be there in Discord answering your questions. So it's unmatched. I mean, the competition is probably crying right now because we're providing it to you. I'm providing it with my time. Martyn's taking a massive sacrifice. I mean, Martyn could be charging $50 a month for this service, but he's decided to price it at $2.99. And what we're doing is bringing that to all our community members, and we're going to do what's right for the people, and that's the right thing to do.
And this is why I say when I make the comment, I'm paying for it. I am. This is part of my compensation that I get. Me and Sensei do things for each other. If Sensei wasn't giving me this, I'd be paying him for something else. This is what he's giving me rather than me paying him to do something else. So we mean that. I could put these training videos that I've got from Sensei on the YouTube channel. I could put them in the gold plan. People could become gold members just to get it. I could put ad revenue on it. I could do what I want. I've decided to put it exclusively for the Discord members for free. As I say, this is part of my deal with Sensei that I'm giving you this service. It's not free. Sensei's taken the time to make it. This is part of my compensation package with Sensei to get this rather than something else. So I'm giving this to you guys, and Sensei is providing that to me to give to you. So it's a real deal. I mean, it's for free. I mean, I'm watching it too. Even though I tend to be a fundamental investor long term, and I don't need to trade the same way as you guys want to trade individually. This is great service that I'm following myself, and I've tried to follow other training videos where I was able to get them, and they're a bit of nonsense, to be honest. So the way Sensei presents this, quality of this service is great, and it's right up there with $50, $100 packages, which we're giving you for free. So if everybody can go onto Discord and subscribe for a month, you literally can go and watch all 4 videos, part 1, 2, 3, and 4, for $2.99 and go, that's rubbish, I'm going to unsubscribe. You've already seen 4 training videos for free, and I don't think you will. I think you'll stay. You'll go, well, Burnett, $2.99, and I've got a training course, but I've also got one-on-one. I was speaking to somebody the other day who said to me, we've got a training course and they charge $50, $100. Some of our friends on the show, they have them, and they goes, we don't provide a one-on-one service. We can't be talking to everybody providing one-on-one. I said, we do that as well. I said, how do you do it? I said, well, this is what we do. So I think everyone, all 85,000 subscribers, should have Discord. At least try it for a month, and if you don't want it to continue, then just cancel it, but I don't think you will. Sensei, thank you for calling in today and explaining that, mate.
Yeah, of course. And when we talk about these things, me and Martyn off air, when we're trying to work out these things, we always have the community at the forefront. We're like, how do we sort this? How do we get the Discord? How do we implement this in the best way for our members, for the people that watch? How do we get the newsletter in the best way? How do we compensate each other in a way that we're not sort of just doing it in terms of a business? Yes, there's 2 full-time people basically living off what this YouTube channel has created, but we're doing it with the viewers and the members at the forefront, not like any other channel. I mean, one of the conversations we've had, and I've said live on the show before, is you look at other YouTube channels and it's just plastered with sponsorships from random companies that people don't trust. They don't know anything about them. Random leverage, click on this link for leverage trading, all this random stuff. And what we're doing is providing the best service in-house to bring it to you at the cheapest prices for whatever we're doing. And it's not, it's so different to other channels. I mean, you go and see them. Nothing wrong with them. People are trying to make money. People are found a business. As long as they're not scamming people, for example, then it's fine. It's their businesses. But what Martyn's so great at is he always thinks about the community, and that's what I love, and that's why I joined this community, is because it's all community based, and we're thinking about the best ways to implement every single thing. Every decision comes with hours of talking about how to make it the best possible service. So thank you again, Martyn, for being such a great
He's not joking there either. The weekend we worked out the deal of how we would progress with everything, the newsletter, the training course. It was 2 days of proper art of the deal, backwards and forwards, negotiation. When it Sensei nearly brought us to tears. We were like, it was difficult to find the best solution, and we got there in the end. And we both said we knew we would when it got difficult. We said, "Oh God, this is hard." We weren't sleeping at night. The stress of it. Sensei was getting stressed out. I was getting stressed out because there's just so much to consider now. There's so many things now we have to think about. I mean, you know, I have to be fully responsible for Sensei's flipping job. He's got married, he's got a wife to support, right? This channel's got to work for both of us. And there's a lot to consider. And, you know, we have a lot of stuff that's going on. So, Sensei, thanks for calling in, explaining all that. Set up your show. I'll finish in about 10 minutes. I'll send everybody to you. If you want to go later than that, doesn't matter. I'll just send them to your stream so you can pick up the story. Oh, hang on a minute. Look at this. I'm going to come back and I'm going to replay this in a second. Sensei can see it. Sensei, I'm going to replay these streams. How lucky am I to get that? Sensei, thanks for calling in, mate.
Cool. Amazing. Thank you very much, Martyn. I'll look forward to seeing everyone on the next show.
Yeah, so I look forward to sending them to you and get a follow-up of this morning's show. It's bound to be great. You're bound to get thousands in. Thank you, Sensei, for everything you do. It's just an honor to be your friend and work with you. And again, I always, at the moment, always like to end what I'm saying with love to your family in Tehran in Iran. It's not nice for them at the moment. And I know you are deeply concerned about it. And the fact that you do live, you keep going live with all this going on, just shows the person I knew you were when I met you. Thank you so much. Cheers.
Thank you, Martyn. Cheers.
Brilliant. There's Sensei. Much love to my mate, Sensei. All right. Now, during that, we've had some super chats come in, and I'm going to do my Enphase story. I promised I would give you a full analysis on that. But I want to do this. As I mentioned to you earlier, it's Leah and I's 7-year anniversary for the UK. We were married 6 months after the United States. So it's 7.5 years for our US, but it's 7 years for our UK marriage. We got married twice, one in the UK and one in the United States. You can do that, by the way, in case anyone's wondering. You can't do that? Yeah, you can. We did it. All right. So there you go. So I'm just going to replay this because I've just had a massive super chat come in. And I had it turned off when I had Sensei on the show. It's turned back on again now. So where did I put that? Where have I gone? Dashboard. Yes, here we go. Recent events. So a few moments ago, about half an hour ago, Kimberly did a wonderful super chat, and Kimberly bought our cocktail when Leah arrived. This is Leah's cocktail. Here it is.
Kimberly McIlrath donated $10 through a super chat. Happy anniversary.
So we're going to go to our favourite restaurant tonight. Leah likes a dirty martini. Kimberly, that's on you. Thank you very much indeed. And then just a few moments later, we had this from Josh Monroe. Josh Monroe, mate, thank you. You've bought my beer when I arrive, cheering Leah for our anniversary. She'll have a dirty martini. I'll have a beer. Here comes your one. Thank you.
Josh Monroe donated $5 through a super chat. Here's another one. Happy anniversary to you both.
And then a few moments later, you may have noticed a big, giant, the second biggest super chat you can give on the show from David. He donated $100 super chat. And I would like to say that this buys the meal. So we got the drink and we've now got the main meal. Thank you so much, David. Thank you for your amazing super chat.
David donated $100 through a super chat. Here's a toast to share with your anniversary for you both for many more years, Martyn, from all of us. Much love and thanks for all you give us.
There you go. Thank you so much indeed. There you go. We got the drinks and we got the meal. Thank you so much. That is very, very, very amazing. I cannot believe it. All right. So I don't have to. Can ask. I don't get paid in the normal sense. I don't have pay, so I can't ask for a pay rise. That's right. He can't ask for a pay rise. Well, me and Sensei, obviously our business is private, but I share what we can. We have a deal where Sensei does stuff for me, I do stuff for him, and it all kind of works out. We got it working out. We got the best partnership that if anyone ever wanted to know how to build a business and how to do it the best way, we could write a book on it, because we have devised a way to serve our members and a way to support ourselves providing the service in a way. I am so proud of the deal. It's all down to me, folks. I have to say, I'm very good at negotiation. Sensei would go, anyway, we got a great deal that allows us to be able to provide the best service for you. And both of us are very happy. But yeah, he's right. He can't get a pay rise because he doesn't get any money in the true sense of the word. He's right. That's right. Anyway, let's get on with it. We're going to end the show with this. So 11:38. 11:38. Like I've always said, folks, I've never received any money from the shop. Right? Work it out yourself. Right? Never got a bloody penny out of the shop. Never a bloody penny. So he can't get a pay rise. He can't give me any more money. I've never had any out of him, and I've never given him any money either. So there you go. But it works out just fine. 11:38 ENPH. Anyway. You may notice me and Sensei like to share what goes on in the show. I'm now going into our personal pay system. Sensei was doing his jumper size this morning, which again is a hoodie, Sensei. It was very funny. I was laughing my head off. Sensei went, so I'm a medium, and but I get a bit bigger than a medium, and this isn't the large. I'm normally a large. I'm thinking, bloody hell. And then he started laughing, going, okay, I've got a bit personal with it now, haven't I? I thought, yeah, way too much information, right? Anyway, we all now know Sensei's size, whether he's small, medium, or large, whether it fits him or not. We do like to share things. We do like to share how it all works. I think you all appreciate it too. It's not two big fat cats getting rich. We do share it with you. But it's nice that we can now both live. I couldn't when I started, and Sensei certainly couldn't. Right, you were doing it for free for ages. Not doing it free anymore. Oh, damn it. I liked it better when it was free. I got to be honest. I liked it better when Sensei did it all for free. I'm just saying, as much as we've got a deal now, it was better when it was free. I mean, to be fair, it was better for me when it was free, to be fair. It's not free anymore. It's rubbish. Right, let's get on to this for you. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. What? Sorry that I got to pay you now? Anyway, right. Enphase Energy. It's about time we looked at this. Bit of a disaster. What's going on? Time for analysis on Enphase Energy, ENPH. Is it all over for this stock? Is it finished? Is it crashing down? Are we going anywhere? We've seen inflation. We've seen trade wars. We've seen blood on the streets. Let's get back to the numbers. Tomorrow, the Fed might turn on the money printer. I'm predicting a rate cut. Will that help? Will that help Enphase Energy? I don't know. Let me share with you. We talked about this one, and people saying it's going to the moon and all this stuff, and we talked about, no, we want to be standing on the moon. Remember that? We talked about that. Well, where are we now? Let's go back to the basics. Let's go and look at the numbers. Enphase Energy. Tap the like button. I know I've got a big audience for this. We've not covered Enphase for a while, but perhaps we should once again. Consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you very much indeed. We're about to hit 100,000 subscribers, and we'd love you to subscribe to us before we get there. We're very close. In this brief review, I'm going to give you a full analysis. In a brief review, full analysis. Does that even make sense? Well, I've prepared some software for you here. Strong Sell from Quant. Who is Quant? Well, Quant is our AI software. That's or at least the internal systems from Seeking Alpha who think you should be selling it. Selling it for $38, really? Well, let's have a little look. What do you agree? Enphase Energy. We talked about this company having one of the best balance sheets on the stock market. It does. It still does. So why is it down? We liked it. We liked it at $100. And it went to $200, if you remember. 34. The same reason as I spoke to you about plug power. I told you the same thing with plug. Only yesterday, once again, I was attacked by Russian oligarchs. Yep, you've no idea what goes on behind the scenes. Well, you do actually. I share quite a lot with you. But I gave you the information that I'm constantly being manipulated or trying to be manipulated. Do not buy this. Because the same issue with Enphase, because of we don't know where the market is. We know where the business is, but we don't know where the situation is when it comes to Trump, when it comes to tariffs, when it comes to the whole infrastructure around power, energy, at least in this sector. We know where we are with oil. We know where we are with nuclear, but we haven't got a clue where we are when it comes to these type of things, renewables, hydrogen, and with plug, and solar with Enphase Energy. The big story, before I give you the analysis of should you be buying it now and is it amazing to buy at these levels, is this. The same story I've been saying forever. You cannot buy these stocks at the moment, no matter how cheap they are, because we don't know where we stand when it comes to this. Solar stocks crushed. A Senate budget bill proposal keeps cuts to solar incentives. This is everything. Because without these incentives, no one's buying solar. No one's buying solar for now. Is it time to buy? Well, according to Sensei, he likes it at this level. From a chart, technical point of view, this would make sense. Is he wrong? No, he's not. He's right again. He's right. These are good levels. But as we dropped, everybody sells out. The people that harassed me to buy this, telling me it was the greatest thing in the world, the moment things go down, they give up and they run away. You should be buying more of it on the way down. I'm tempted to buy some myself. I would be buying myself if I wasn't in the S&P only and being transparent for the show. I would be. Now, I wouldn't be buying. I absolutely would not be buying into plug. Plug is different because plug is manipulated by terrible, terrible, terrible people who do all kinds of stuff you don't want to know about towards me and trying to get me to manipulate and promote and sponsor. It's a dirty stock. I cannot go near it, even though it's green. It's a dirty stock. I want nothing to do with it. Enphase Energy, solar, I like. It's completely different. However, it's being driven down because of the story that I'm sharing here. So I'm going to give you some analysis here and I'm going to share this. My flipping bits over here, my buttons are really hard to see at the moment. I don't know why. Anyway, let me talk about this and then we'll look at the analysis. And Sensei, I know you're watching. I know you're going to go live in a minute. Could you do me a chart, please, for Enphase Energy to follow this? It'll have 10, 20,000 views because a lot of people are interested in this. So I'll do the review now, my side of it, and you do the technical. So if you watch to the end, I'll give you the link. Sensei is going live in a minute. He'll record it. If you watch it live, you can catch that. But if not, I'll do a follow-up video. Solar company shares plunge post-market Monday after Republicans who control the U.S. Senate Finance Committee unveiled changes to President Trump's tax and spending bill. You know, he talked about Tesla. We're not going to give the incentives anymore. We're taking the incentives away. All this money that was wasted, apparently. Maybe he's right. Maybe we shouldn't give incentives. Maybe a business should stand by itself. There's a good argument for that. Trump's tax and spending bill that would fully phase out solar and wind energy tax credits by 2028. So in 3 years' time, no more tax credits, getting rid of it. A business has to stand up by itself. Nothing wrong with that, actually. However, new innovative businesses do need stimulus. We've been doing that forever for Ford. Ford gets paychecks from the government all the time. It doesn't make any money. That would be shut down in 5 minutes if it wasn't for the government. But the government like Ford. They don't like solar. They don't like hydrogen either. First Solar. Oh, in fact, I'll show you all of these. Among relevant stocks, we've seen 27%, Solar Edge 21%, Enphase Energy 15% at the time of doing this. Array Technologies now 9%. We've dipped again this morning, of course, and Enphase. Next Era Energy, all down. Now, Next Era Energy is not even really its biggest thing, and that's down as well. That's a dividend-paying stock. What a time to buy Next Era Energy. Oh my gosh, everyone's getting lumped up with this. So, the modified text of the bill extends tax credits for hydro, nuclear and geothermal power to 2036. So we're giving more money to Plug. We're giving tax credits to hydro, which is Plug, but that's down as well. Look at that. That's what I said. Keep away from this one. This has got a boost and it's down. This is what happens with Plug. If I could only, well, I have shown you the manipulation that you get with Russian oligarchs who try to control this stock, threatening all, you wouldn't believe what this has. And this has got good news today, and that's down as well, because they pump it, they lie, they sell it, they dump it. It's disgusting. Don't ever buy Plug Power ever again. And it's a shame because I like it. I like the business, but I don't like those that control the stock movement. So you can't buy it. It could go bust just by bad movement. Anyway, going back to this, the Senate language gives more time for clean energy products to use the tax credits than the House version, which required that a project must start construction within 60 days of the bill's enactment and be placed in service by year of 2028 to qualify for the tax credits. So what we got here is a lot of noise, a lot of news. People are uncertain. They tell you it's great, but they're now dumping it. We've got manipulation. Do you know what? I'm not even going to cover it anymore. I'm going to get to the analysis of the business because right now, it's a good time to buy. Whatever happens, solar is not going away. And Enphase Energy has got the best of all the balance sheets. It will remain, it will return, and you'll do okay. I don't see it going bankrupt. No, I don't know. Of course, anything can happen. I don't see it, though. I see other solar companies going bankrupt, but not this one. If we look at valuation, now you might expect valuation to go up to A, because it's cheaper. But in fact, and this is why you've got to be concerned, C+, it's down from B+. Valuation, it's worth less now with the stock gone down than it was when it was up. People buy prices, they don't buy value. You need to know the value. The value has gone down. Even though the stock price is down, the valuation is down. And as I talk about Plug Power, no surprise, look at that, falling off a cliff. Do not buy Plug. Do not buy Plug. It was good news for them today, and they're being dumped again. We had it pumped a couple of days ago. Those that control it, Martyn, come on, do this. No. Here's some money. No, not doing it. Boom. Down it goes. I start talking about it online. Boom. It happens every single time. Do not buy Plug. And I'm just linking these two together. It's important, right? One's total and utter manipulation, and one is just weak hands, people selling because they don't know what they bought in the first place. But anyway, back to this. Valuation, C+, down. Growth, C-, down. It's not growing because no one's going to buy solar right now. They're not going to buy solar because interest rates are high. They think interest rates aren't going to come down. That's another story, because at the end of the day, people buy solar, EVs, when interest rates are going down. We think now rates are going to stay up for longer. I don't. I think they're going to come down massive next year if we get Scott Bessent in, maybe zero. Too late. Stock's up 300%. Too late. Now is the time, right? Growth is C-. The company is slowing. This is when you do buy. This is the time to buy. Now, I'm not telling you to buy, but looking at the business, it would suggest you should. C-, profitability, A-. It's not changed. Now, that's important because if I showed you all the other solar businesses, I bet their profits are squeezed. Why is that important? Because it tells you that this company has the widest margins, the widest moats. It can sell less, it can go down in valuation, but it's still making money. Others will have to reduce their prices, their margins will be trimmed, and they'll lose money, they'll go bust. Momentum, F. Well, of course it's F. With the bigger macro conditions, of course it's F. So is it a good time to buy? Well, let's have a look at this situation here. Strong sell. This was before the announcement this morning. It's down now, down 25%. This was yesterday. Knew this was coming. We knew the story was coming from Trump. Been saying forever, you can't buy this sector, you can't buy plug, you can't buy solar until you know where we are going. Now you know where we're going. Trump is telling you that this area is going to be difficult.
Jerry and Elba donated $20 through a super chat. Happy anniversary. Here is the tip for the dinner.
There we go. We've got the tip for the dinner now. We've got the drinks, the meal, and the tip for the dinner. Thank you, Jerry and Elba. 7 years married in England last night, and we were celebrating today. Okay, so thank you so much, Jerry and Elba. That's massive, and I really appreciate it. Forward PE. Let's have a look. Now, this is important. Let's have a look at this. We'll look at the lagging PE. If we look here, there you go. Look at this. The lagging PE is screaming it's a buy. The lagging indicator is 42 times earnings. It's a growth stock. Masses of potential. People buy the future price. It's expensive. It should be expensive. 42 times earnings. Palantir's 900 times earnings. Tesla, similar, 500, 600, 700, whatever. 42. It's expensive. It should be. However, it gets better than that. This is a screaming buy for me. And if I was not in the market, I'd be buying it. Right, let me show you why. The forward PE for where we are now, before the price dropped, was 18 times earnings. 17 is the magic for the S&P 500. At 17 times earnings on a growth stock, you are undervalued. You are buy, as Jim Cramer would say. That was before a 25% drop this morning. These are the same people who call into my show and say, you're not bullish enough. You should buy. Except when it gets hard, you sell. Rubbish. Go away. You don't know what you're talking about. Your principles aren't based on numbers. They're not based upon business. They're based upon hype and noise and drama. And all those that follow Meet Kevin. Meet Kevin has his whole house in Enphase. He's sponsored by him. I'm not. I know the value of this, and I'm telling you that 18 times earnings for a growth stock in the solar industry is a buy, as Jim Cramer might say. 18 times earnings. And that was before this was done last night, before a 25% decrease. That could be now 10 times earnings. The lowest the S&P went, I think, was 6 times earnings. You're approaching a giveaway price. Sensei will do a chart for me later, and I'd love Sensei's opinions on this. See if he agrees with me. I think I think he will. Let me read the unique value of the company. What makes this company better than any other solar company? Enphase Energy operates in a highly competitive market. Yes. With key competitors, Solar Edge. I know Solar Edge better than anyone. It's what I have on my house in the UK. That is on my house in the UK. Solar Edge. I know all about it. I have it. I use it. I own it. That's on my house in England. Tesla, Huawei, these companies offer similar products like inverters, energy storage solutions, targeting the same customer base in the energy sector. Enphase Energy differentiates itself through its advanced microconverter technology, which offers significant advantages over traditional string inverter systems. Let me explain it. I know. I understand that. But that's a bit misleading, and I'm going to explain it. Solar Edge traditionally is a string system. In other words, you have 20 lined up. If one of them fails, they all fail. Enphase Energy's selling point, however, is the fact that they're individually inverters. So if one fails, the rest perform well. That's important. However, I have Solar Edge. I have individually powered inverter systems on Solar Edge. So that is not unique anymore to Enphase. So again, I'm bringing you a balanced argument. The truth, I'm telling you because I own Solar Edge. I own it on my roof, physical, and they are independently inverters. And I could even show you. I'll do it on another show. I can show you. Actually, I wonder if I can do it now. Let me just double check if I can do it now. Live in this. I'll show you this. As long as it doesn't reveal my personal information, I'll see if I can do it. Let me just see. Yes, I can show you. So let me show you real world, my solar system, my Solar Edge system working right now on my house for real. And I'm going to show you it right now. Let me just make sure I've got no private information. Okay, look at this. No one's going to show you this, but I will. Just making absolutely doubly sure. Right, okay, I've checked it and double checked it. This is my solar system working live right now on my house in England, live right now, making me money. Live right now. Real deal. What do you see? This is Solar Edge. You see the panels I have on my system. There's more down here. I can't zoom to the bottom. Let me just make sure. Let me just go off here. There we go. There you go. You see the two at the bottom? They're lower down. So that's my entire system. You might go, that's not many panels. These are individually laid out panels, individual inverters, and I have a very energy efficient house. There's no air conditioning, don't require it in England. So this just powers the internet, heating, water, electricity. I don't have hardly any heat, just a couple of small electric heaters. I don't have any air conditioning. It's very efficient. It's all LEDs. It's all my tumble dryer is a condenser one. It doesn't have heat in it. It dries it through evaporation. My cooking equipment is very efficient. Everything in my house is incredibly efficient. So I can run my house off this. What do you see? One of the panels has failed. The one that's black has failed. It's not working properly. Okay? It's not working properly. It's failed. 72 watts an hour. The rest are making power. And that is in the evening. That's live right now. That's live right now. Those that tell you it doesn't make electricity in the evening when it gets dark or when it gets cloudy, rubbish. You don't know what you're talking about. It works on ambient light, not direct sunlight. It's now 6 o'clock in the evening in the UK. Midday right now. There's the clock. In the UK, it's 6 o'clock in the evening. Still working. Still powering my house. Don't tell me it doesn't work at nighttime, because it does. Not in the dark, but it does work until there's no light at all. It works until there's no light at all. Very efficient system. And you can see the one that's black and 72 is still producing power, but the optimizer in that one isn't working very well. The rest are still working maximum because I've got an independent system, just like Enphase Energy. Right, let me come back to here. So I can tell you for a fact that that is no longer a unique selling point. Solar Edge do it as well. My system does it, just so you know. But that shows you that solar isn't going away. It powers a house for real, even at night time. It works. And with a battery on that, I can go 24/7. So it does work. And the government pay me money when I produce power, even if I use it all. I get a paycheck from the British government, from British Gas, every 3 months, even if I use all the power that I create. They pay me for what I create. I could use it all. Imagine someone paying me to buy my food, a plate of food, and I eat it. They pay for an empty plate. I still get paid for it, even though I've eaten it all. Brilliant. Solar, brilliant. Okay, that's how it works. So anyway, the string inverter system is not unique anymore. The company microinverters provide module level conversion. Yes, Solar Edge. Enhancing energy efficient reliability and safety by eliminating the single point of failure. I've just explained that to you. The single point of, where am I? Single point of failure, typically in a string and energy management, in a string inverters. Enphase comprehensive home energy systems integrating solar storage, energy, Great. That is not unique anymore though. What makes them unique, and I did not even mention this is why I've got to tell you myself. What makes them unique is the fact that they don't have to supply it. They sell it to fitters. That's what makes it unique. They provide the equipment for others to fit. Now, when one solar business fails, another one pops up. That is also their weakness, though, because if everyone goes bankrupt, if no one's installing, they can't sell nothing. So that is a concern. However, they're not vulnerable to that. It's like saying, a battery company, those that make batteries for Tesla. Everybody wants an electric battery. If Tesla goes bust, doesn't matter. We make batteries for somebody else. Everybody wants our batteries. Panasonic make nearly everyone's batteries, right? So if one business goes bust, they can now provide more to somebody else. Doesn't matter. That's Enphase Energy. That's where Enphase stand out. That's their key unique selling point. Valuation is concerned with a forward EVB of 65, significantly higher than the sector median of 19. However, that's before the drop. This is still very good, indicating an overpriced stock. That's before the drop. However, its peg of 1 point to some underpricing relative to the sector medium of 2. Yes, it is undervalued, and that was before the drop today of 25%. Growth. The outlook for Enphase is bleak. Yes, because we've had low growth recently. Since high inflation, since Trump's come into power, no one's buying solar. Everyone's waiting to find out what happens with the tariffs, what happens with inflation, what happens with the credits, what happens with interest rates. So all the growth is terrible. That's when you buy it. This is when you do buy a business. If you're ever wanting to know the strategy of how to invest, this is how to invest. This is what I do on the S&P 500. I buy when everybody else is going, it's rubbish. If you walk into a bar and everyone is telling you that you want to get into Bitcoin, it's brilliant, or down the pub we're all talking about, that's the time not to buy it. The time to buy it is when everyone is saying the opposite. Oh, you don't want to be in this, it's rubbish. That's when I want to be in it. Because you've all sold it. Now I want to buy it. I don't want to buy it when everyone down the pub is telling you it's the best thing in the world. This is a screaming buy now. And if Sensei does a chart on this later on, I'll be really interested to see what he does. But I would say it's a screaming buy. Carry on. Profitability. Enphase showcases strong profitability with a net income margin of 10%, significantly higher than the sector of 4%. That's all I care about. Balance sheet, balance sheet, balance sheet. Money, profit. Everything else, not important. Enphase leads the sector. It strips everybody out of the business. They all go bust. They're not susceptible to the fitters. They make money. They've got high margins. Their moats are up. They are good. They are strong. That's what it's about. Revisions, earnings are poor. Well, they would be because everything is down right now, right? So let me just come back to this and see if I've got the balance sheet to show you on screen here. Now, if you like that, by the way, that was my Seeking Alpha analysis. If you want Seeking Alpha, there is the link in the chat. All of you get huge discounts, free trials. Without my referral, you'll pay the full price and you won't get free trials. So Enphase, Seeking Alpha is very well known. Everyone knows about it. Now I'm going to show you Alpha Spread. I know the CEO of this company, and with Seeking Alpha, Alpha Spread, you get with my membership, you'll get this virtually for free because I know the CEO and I've got the best deal. And every time I'm asked to promote a product like this, I say, can I give my audience the best deal? Is it better than anyone? And they go, oh no, we give 20% to a better deal to Bloomberg because they got more viewers. Don't care then, don't want it. Well, okay, we'll give you the same. Right, now we're talking. If you don't give my customers, my viewers, my members the best deal, I don't promote it. I don't promote it. And it's not for me. It's got to serve my members, right? So let me share with you the analysis on Alpha Spread. On Alpha Spread, I'm looking at the balance sheet. $81 is the value. It's undervalued by 61%. The forward PE, the forward valuation, it's undervalued by 61%. Base case 76, best case 76%, base case 61%, worst case 38%. This is a growth stock. It's a growth stock. It should be undervalued. It should be overvalued. It's undervalued. Okay. What about the balance sheet? Can I buy it without fear of bankruptcy? Can it crush the competition? Does it have a huge margin? Can it crush the competition? Let's find out. Go down here. Look at the numbers, the facts, not the drama, not Donald Trump going, no incentives, crash the market, none of that nonsense, the numbers. We had a huge surge on revenue in 23. Does that mean everyone's got solar in the world? Nobody's got solar compared to where it can go. This is when we had low interest rates. This is when we had incentives. This is when we had the previous government, right? Everybody loved it, right? Now we got unknown. But look, it's going to go back up again. What a time to buy. Operating income. What a time to buy. Look at this. It's secular. It goes in its cycles. Look at what comes next, people. People were buying it here, telling me, buy, 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 buy. It's amazing. Buy now. Buy now. And I'm not incentivized. No one sponsors me. No one tells me to buy. No one's nothing. Right? Doesn't matter to me. I don't get anything out of it. Up she goes. Net income. Going up. Going up. Going up. Going up. Flipping heck. Okay, balance sheet. Can you buy it? 3.1 billion in assets, of which 1.5 billion is cash. Now you all know I don't want a cash business. People like to buy cash businesses. Stupid. The Trump social, just a pile of cash, doesn't make any money. Don't buy a cash bag. You can have your own cash bag. How can you make money on just cash? You make 4% interest. We can earn 4% on your own money without paying the middleman. Don't just buy a cash business. That's stupid. A cash business that's got cash and assets that it can make money, more money from, not just a cash business. Would you buy a cash business? Would you buy a pile of cash on the floor? Well, no, because if it's $10 in the pot and you pay $10 for it, it's still worth $10, isn't it? It's not gaining anything. You buy a business that makes money. So look, 3.1 billion in assets, 1.5, so 50% is cash. That's okay. More than that is pointless, but it can survive. 2.3 billion. Long-term debt. It's got no long-term debt. 507 million out of 2.3 billion. It's got a strong balance sheet. It's not going bust. You can't say this about Plug. You can't say this about all the other solar businesses. This one you can. Great, 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 great. Look at its margins. 10%, we just talked about it. It crushes the competition. They're all at 1%, 2%. They can just sit around and wait. The businesses around them go bust, and this one survives and then comes back. Solar isn't going anywhere. Solar is not going anywhere. So look at that. Boom, 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 boom. Profitability, 62%. It beats the competition. It crushes the competition. Can you buy it knowing it's not going to go bust? Everyone's telling you it's going to go to bust. 70% solvency. It's nearly as high as Apple and bloody Microsoft. 70%. Great high interest coverage, negative net debt, short-term solvency. All tick, 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 tick. Targets. 9% downside. Worst case scenario. Before this morning's drop, this was last night's, 9% downside. It's down 25% today. It is free. Worst case scenario. Average, 61%. 5 times the S&P 500. Best case scenario, we will be in a best case scenario in a couple of years. 159% upside. I end my case. 100% Enphase Energy is oversold. Those that believed in it don't believe in toffee. They come on, they get angry with me. They say, you don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I do. I always make money. 28 trades, 28 wins, portfolio from $5,000 to $440,000. I know what I'm talking about. This is a business that makes money. You don't know what you're talking about because you said it was great and yet you dumped it. Why did you dump it? You should be buying it. Enphase Energy, a great buy. Now, I don't know what the future brings. I haven't got a clue. I don't know if Trump's going to come out tomorrow and say, I'm going to ban solar. You're not allowed to make it. I don't know if the sun's going to turn off tomorrow. Don't think either of those things are going to happen, do you? Do we need more power for AI? Yep. Do we need more power for data centers and crypto? Yep. Where's the power coming from? It's not all coming from oil. There's not enough. It's not all coming from nuclear. There's not enough. Solar is already there. It already exists. Elon Musk is building it out with Tesla. He doesn't have the margins that Enphase Energy does. He doesn't have the balance sheet. Yes, he's much bigger balance sheet, but he doesn't have the profit and the margins the way Enphase Energy does. So I go back to what I say. It's a screaming buy from me. There you go. Enphase Energy. In my opinion, it's a buy. I'm going to give you the links now so you can go and watch Sensei. Sensei's bound to do a chart on this. It's bound to do 10,000, 20,000 views. And you watch, because we rank #1 in the world for Enphase Energy. When I put this out and Sensei puts a chart out, this is going to go up. 100%. Click above my head for all the links. Down below in the description. Over here, I shall put the the Enphase Energy playlist. And down here, I'll put Sensei's chart. There's bound to be one coming out in the chart. He's bound to make one for me today. That's down here. There you go. Do what you want. It's not financial advice. I only own the S&P, but I don't lose money. I always make money. I know how to value businesses. And I'm telling you, this is a buy. Do what you want. I'm not telling you to buy it. I'm not telling you to sell it. But those that sold it, big mistake. However, great opportunity for you. Above here, down here, over here, and over here. Thank you very much. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right. Bloody hell. Bloody hell, folks.
Loca Videography donated €5.99 through a super chat. What's up with the markets? Bleeding red, hot face emoji.
News
And
from
for that is
Iran.
current Iranian leadership.
General, you know what it's like to be in the Situation Room with the National Security Council, with the President of the United States. It appears that's the kind of day they're having today at the White House. We've already discussed the decision that President Trump is facing here. And I wonder if we could qualify this as the most important foreign policy decision facing a president since the withdrawal of Afghanistan.
It's certainly a big decision. And if you're in there as a military person, your job
America
is to ensure
getting
that
involved in the
people
war.
who make those decisions, the civilian leadership of our country, have all the options they need in order to execute whatever decision they choose. And then the joint force will faithfully execute those decisions.
There seems to be an expectation this decision is made today, General. How long is this window open for?
I think we have some flexibility in how we choose to approach it. I think the problem is for the Iranians, time works against them. They're weaker every day. They're more attrited every day. They're less capable every day. So I think the pressure, the clock is working against them. It's working for us and for Israel.
Lastly, the president writing on Truth Social, General, you might have seen it. We know exactly where the so-called supreme leader is hiding. He writes,
just out.
An easy target. He's safe there. We're not going to take him out, at least for now. Is the supreme leader eventually a target?
Yep.
Don't
U.S.
know the
stepping
answer
up.
to that. I do know that President Trump has unique credibility when he writes those words, and Iran is very much aware of that.
It's great to have you with us, General. We hope that we can continue this conversation with you. Retired General Frank McKenzie, former CENTCOM commander, now at the University of South Florida's Global and National Security Institute. A fascinating conversation, as we always.
There we go. We've got the rhetoric, the threats ramping up in the Iran war. Trump has just said, and I show you here, Trump says US knows where Iran's supreme leader is hiding, but won't kill him, at least not for now. Okay, that's why the markets are down. We're not going to have World War III, but this presents opportunity. I hate saying that when we're talking about death and destruction, but it does. That's you answer. You wanted to know why? That's why. I disagree, Jerry. Iran is weak. It's not got any of its partners now supporting it. I think other parts of the Middle East will actually stand away from this and let it fold out. Saudi Arabia now have done deals with the United States. They're more powerful, and they're all friends with America. I don't think this is going to end well for Iran. Iran needs to come to the table and sort this nuclear stuff out. That's what I think is going to happen. It's going to happen. Can have no choice. But the World War III isn't going to start. But let's just remember. More important than anything else, Sensei's family is in the middle of all of this. So let's just remember that before we get too excited. Right, Sensei, are you good to go live, mate? I want to put out Enphase's video. Let me see if Sensei's created a show yet. Well, I'll be live tomorrow. In fact, I won't be live now. I'm done for the day. If Sensei is going live now, there's no closing bell. There's no point. I'll be back in the morning for the FOMC report. So let me give you that now. I've been live. We've been live now all day. The channel's been live like all day. So let me give you this. Sensei is going to go live. He's going to cover everything. Please be respectful for Sensei. His family are in the middle of all this. There's the show. There's the big one tomorrow. I'll cover this FOMC report. Sensei will do the closing bell. He's going to go live now, so he might as well just cover the whole. He might just, do whatever he wants to do. I'm going to see if Sensei's got a show set up. I'm sure he has. Yeah, he has. Sensei's ready to go. People are already waiting. So I'm going to give you the show. This is where we're going next. The ETF, Sensei is going to give you the latest information. I'm sure he'll update you with Iran as well. There it is. So, live next. Live next. This is great because me and Leah can go for dinner as soon as she finishes work. This is great for us. I'll let Sensei take over. Live next. There you go. That's pinned to the top. Thank you ever so much, everybody who gave Leah and I a super chat for our 7th anniversary for our marriage in the UK. We appreciate it a lot. So thank you for that. I'm going to put next here. So it's pinned to the comments, pinned to the top. Next. Keep it with us live. Let me just go to general public to give everyone the chance to talk. There we go. And redirect. There we go. All right, it's all set. Anything we can say is conjecture, says gerrymandering. A radioactive dirty mess. Well, there's no radioactivity at the moment, Jerry. I'm not that I've heard. Have you heard there's radioactivity escaping? I've not heard that. I've never heard that. So we'll keep our eye out for that. Yes, more than anything. Prayers for Sensei and family. Yeah, absolutely. He's got his mum and dad are here, and he's here with his wife, but his extended family, cousins, brothers, sisters, they're all in Tehran. Iran is showing how weak it really is. The big O. All right. Okay, we're going to end this stream. I'm going to put out the Enphase Energy video shortly. Sensei is going to go live very, very shortly. This will automatically take you there. He's going to update you with everything going on in Iran, I'm sure. But he's also going to update you on crypto, the markets, the charts. He'll do a chart for Enphase Energy. You won't want to miss that. So we will wrap that up, I think. Okay. All right. We don't have all the information. I'm sure we don't. How did my Zebit meeting go? I'm waiting. Let me just go and check my communication. The Zebit meeting went fine. I've got nothing new to report to you at the moment. So let me just go and check. All right. We're expecting more communication tomorrow. So I've got nothing at the moment. I will bring you more when I have it. So I share everything with you, good or bad. If it's bad, I'll tell you it's bad. If it's good, I'll tell you it's good. I'm not going to make it up. They're not paying me to promote them. I'm here to protect you. That's what I'm here for. Do you buy VU in your... Yes, 100%. All I own is VU. 100%. You want to see it? There's my main account. 100% in VU. Look at that. 100%. $393,000. And there's my Roth IRA. 100%. Whoops, where is it? VU. There you go. 100%. Yeah, I do what I say what I do. 100%. 100% transparency, 100% honesty. Otherwise, it doesn't belong on the show, period. Okay, we're good. Guys, it's time to go. Thank you for staying with us all day. It's an absolute honor and a privilege to have you all here. Thank you very much. I'm going to give you the link to Sensei's show. He's waited to go live. There's no point me coming back for the closing bell. This will be the closing bell. I'll be back with you in the morning for the FOMC report straight after Sensei's show in the breakfast show. I'll be back for the FOMC report. You don't want to miss that. Here is the event. Where we're live right now. It's pinned to the top. It'll automatically take you there. I go live for closing bell unless XRP news comes out before. There you go. So Sensei, I go live for the closing bell unless XRP news comes out before. Okie doke. Sensei, you can go live whenever you want. So what I suggest everyone does is as the stream ends, it'll take you live there. Sensei is going to be live as soon as there's something to say, if not the closing bell. So you might as well be in there waiting and so on and so forth. I could send you to the extra channel, but I think this is going to provide you a better service because, see, I prefer to send you to the extra channel because you could be watching the restream and I could be earning ad revenue. I could do that, but I would rather do this because Sensei might go live earlier. He might just go live. If like he said, if some XRP news comes out, he's going to go live. Well, if you're in the extra channel, as much as I would love it, because I could earn ad revenue, and that could give me and Leah a pudding to go with our dinner tonight, I'm going to send you to this channel because Sensei could go live a bit earlier if there's news, and I don't want you to miss it watching in the extra channel. Right. So what I suggest you do is go here now, keep your eye on it, and think, well, it is Martyn's anniversary, so let's just watch the extra channel as well, just to like support him, and then he can earn a couple. I mean, I get like 1 cent per person every sort of 15 minutes, so it adds up. There you go. There's the extra channel. Let's see who goes in there. It's only because Sensei might go live earlier. He probably won't. So go in there. All right, that's it from me. Thanks ever so much. Kimberly, thank you for your super chat earlier for our meal tonight. Love you, appreciate that. And I love you all. And I'll see you all back tomorrow morning for the opening bell. Then, of course, the FOMC report. Sensei's now covering XRP, the closing bell. It's going to be a huge afternoon. And that's it from me. Thank you ever so much indeed. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.